Hello everyone and welcome back to another Jurassic World Evolution 3 video. Today we're going to be building the ultimate Jurassic Park with the catch that nobody is safe. These dinosaurs are about to run amok. If you guys are enjoying these long Jurassic Park builds, let's get this one to 800 likes to unlock the next one. If you guys also wouldn't mind, we're so close to 50,000 subscribers, I'd definitely appreciate your support. And without further ado, let's get right into the video. Hello everyone and welcome back to another Jurassic World Evolution 3 video. Today we're going to be playing around with the island generator. You can literally make your own map. This is absolutely incredible. You can switch islands, do absolutely anything you want to do. We're going to play around with this a little bit. Let's pick an island first of all, I guess, to start off. I kind of want one with something with like mountains in it, a little bit of water. This one's pretty spread out. Let's maybe go, something like this. I feel like this has lots of room. You can kind of choose your shape, so you can kind of mess around with that a little bit. Let's see how this one looks. I don't mind that. I think we could maybe, let's see if we can get a little bit better. A little bit more open area. Okay, I like that. I think a nice big park in here. Trees, you can mess around with that. Take away trees, add trees. I think we'll maybe go about moderate amount of trees. We don't want too many, because then we'll just have to get rid of a lot. Let's maybe go about half. And water, let's do a little bit more water. The biggest showcase in this game is water and be able to make like waterfalls. So I think we'll definitely mess around with that. Mountains, let's maybe boost that up a tiny bit. And you know what, I actually kind of like that. And now literally all you do, like that was the easiest thing in the world. Confirm island to start. And now we are literally in the island we just created. We need to figure out where we want to start our build here. This is going to be strictly just a relaxation build. We have lots of money. We have all the dinosaurs unlocked to us. All of the like scientists, research is all turned off. So we're just going to be testing out the game, seeing what it's all about. Let's figure out where we want to build here. So let's go. I mean, I can't even like maybe over here. It's kind of like a little landing point. Obviously, I'm going to have a helicopter flying in, and that'll kind of be the start. We're going to have to do a lot of our own kind of building and terrain work here. Honestly, we could probably fly in right into the middle here. This is perfect. This is an awesome little location for where we could start. I think we could probably open up into this area, maybe even make this mountain a little bit bigger, and then kind of go into our park this way. Yeah, I think I'm gonna maybe take our operations. Let's get our expedition or arrival point. So let's obviously get one that has a helicopter zone, and we have a couple of different ones available to us. Let's kind of see. That one's kind of just the classic Jurassic Park. This one, this one's pretty cool actually. Let's maybe go with something like very industrial looking. I actually kind of like this this Asia arrival point. This one's kind of European. Let's maybe go with like an Asian build here. So let's pick our arrival area. I feel like, is that a little bit of a hill? No, that's fairly straight. I don't want to make it too hard for helicopters. Let's maybe just put this like, let's just put it maybe like right there. And then I could have a path coming out here, maybe having some amenities and some shops, some restaurants over here. So let's kind of get that path out. Let's pick a new path so we can actually go. And again, we have everything unlocked to us. We might as well start. I mean, this is going to be the main entrance. So let's go with like a facility classic, a rustic main. How does that look? I actually kind of like that. Kind of just like a stone path. I really like that. And if you guys didn't know, press shift to kind of change your path, and you press it again, it makes it all curved. So let's maybe go with something like this. So let's just go maybe just into this area. Maybe a nice straight path. And then, yeah, let's maybe go like this. And then we can start going into our main location over here. So let's just do that to start. Then obviously I want to get some amenities over here. Right off the start, I could probably put a bathroom. So let's go to our... Where would that be? I think here. Get your emergency shelter, your restrooms. Let's go ahead and get that. And again, let's keep it kind of with the Asian theme. I kind of like that. So I think our bathroom could maybe even go a little bit off to the side here. And I could probably even have another one over here. What do we think? Kind of just like a couple of bathrooms, maybe his and hers. His and hers bathroom, so let's kind of angle it just so it looks pretty good. So I think that looks good. This will probably go a little bit smaller paths, maybe a medium size, and kind of keep our same thing going on. So let's just do that, and then we can come right off of there and connect right to there. Okay, that looks pretty sweet. Obviously, we're gonna need some power for this. We need to figure out where we want to get a generator maybe to start. We don't need to open this quite yet, so let's just get a couple of other attractions and amenities here. So restroom, emergency shelter. I feel like we probably want to have an emergency shelter. Maybe just right off of here. I think as soon as you come in here, boom. Perfect little location. So let's just get probably a medium-sized path. We probably want a decent-sized path for that. And then again, I want to get some amenities in here. So let's take a large width. And let's go just right off of here. Maybe even a little bit closer. Actually, I could probably even have 2 paths going out. Maybe one kind of going out this way as well. And then I could probably just take this, connect it to there, and maybe go a little bit further. Kind of just like that. And then we can get some stuff in here. Maybe even take this straight out. And kind of just like that. And then I could get some shops in here. I really like that. I think what I'd like to do, let's go to our guests here. Or I think it's our attractions. I love to have them at Innovation Center. So obviously, this thing is quite massive. I think I could maybe fit it in here. But I'm going to go with the Asia one. And it's actually a little bit smaller, which is kind of nice. So I think that will fit our aesthetic a little bit better. So let's go. Actually, this one's kind of like a cool backyard area. I probably want this to face maybe like that. Let's kind of angle it this way. Let's maybe kind of center it like this as best we can. Just like that. Oh, can't quite fit it in there. There we go. Got that in there perfectly. And now we can get some paths. So let's go. I mean, I'd love to just come right off of here. I think that kind of works. And then off of here, we could also get a path. Let's just get a path there. Maybe a nice little one here as well. And then off the back here, I don't think I necessarily need to get one. Unless I could fit one. Kind of just like this. And then I could maybe put something over here. Let's just attach this here. And in fact, I might actually change. No, I actually like the width of that. That's fine. Then over here, I could maybe get another bathroom. I don't mind that. Let's just get a bathroom over here. And we can just attach it just like so. So that's perfect. We already have this. And again, we need lots of power for this. But before I do any of that, I want to figure out. Actually, we should probably figure out where we want to get our power. So I think I could maybe have. We need to decide. I think this is where I could maybe open up into our park. There's lots of space. Lots of room for cool little waterfalls and like volcano stuff. I think that would be cool. And then over here, I'd like to maybe have kind of some of our own buildings or operation buildings. Might be good. And we also have our maintenance post. So in our last video, lots of people yelled at me that I did not have our maintenance post set up. This video will be a lot different. I promise you, we will be fixing our buildings. So no need to worry there. So our staff center, let's kind of get lots of our staff areas kind of figure out here. So obviously control center. Oh, we got a
let you decide how to handle it.
Tooth and Claw. Have a Spinal Raptor and a Scorpius Rex engage in a fight to the death. We don't have either of those yet. Employment drive. Have at least 4 scientists employed. Park rating. Get it to 0.5 stars. I think we could probably do that. And we have about 10 minutes to do that. Let's see if we can get that done. Obviously, we'll have to get some of this stuff. So let's get power first. So we have a small and we have a large power station. We have lots of money. So I think I'm just going to go with a large one. And in fact, I can maybe even tuck this right in here. If I could kind of keep this nice and central, that might be good. Might be good for us. So let's kind of put this maybe just kind of tucked in behind our bathrooms. I kind of want to put it there. The reason I want to do that is because I could probably get some trees in here to kind of hide. Oh, actually, that's so cool. I'll kind of put some trees just to kind of hide this building. And then I'll fill this in a little bit more. So obviously this is a facility building. So I'm going to take this out a little bit further. So again, this is going to go all the way out into here. Let's take a facility main thoroughfare. So we got to remember which one we used. I think the rustic one. Now let's just go with a medium size. And let's go back to our facility. I think that's the facility one. And this path will just get going right to there. I think that's perfect. Nice and distinguished between our facility and our rustic path. I think that'll be good. I could probably even get... I want to get some water in here if I could. Let's maybe just put a little pond in there. Honestly, just like that. And then I'll maybe fill it in with a little bit of trees. Reduce our radius just a touch. And kind of just fill this in a little bit. Make it look as nice as we can. I might even get rid of that tree there. There. That kind of just opens it up a little bit. Kind of just like that. Have a little grass area in front. That is perfect. And then in here, I could probably have something as well. But let's start getting this set up. So let's grab some pylons. Let's get this maybe... Now I could probably even fit one like right there. And in fact, I'll need a substation. So let's see if we can tuck this in here. If I fit that there, that's perfect. We got our substation there. That'll give us power. We are open for business. So let's take this and maybe get going across here. I kind of want to keep this hidden if we can. So let's go maybe like that. And then this way. And then kind of just into this general area if we can. Or maybe even back here. And then we could get going across. Oh, I kind of want to hide these power lines if I can. They're pretty ugly. So let's maybe just get this way over here. And then I could get a substation for all of this. Kind of hide it. Maybe even right kind of behind our bathrooms like that. Then we can connect to there. That's a big whoops. Connect to there. Bob's your uncle. We have power. Look at that. So people are already coming. That's awesome. And now that we have some power, I'd love to get some more amenities. So we have our emergency shelter. A monorail station honestly might be kind of nice right off the bat. So let's maybe find a place for this. Obviously those power lines are in the way. Let's maybe get this. Let's move our power lines actually. Let's demolish these. I'd love to get our monorail system kind of set up first because it kind of takes up a lot of space. So let's go to this. Let's get our monorail system. And this would actually be so cool. I could literally take it kind of around the mountain. Oh, I got some ideas for this. Okay, let's just get this. Maybe kind of just right. Maybe just like that. Let's get a path, first of all. Let's go back to our rustic wide path. And I think this is going to be a pretty high traffic area. So let's just connect that right to there. I think that should be good. Obviously, we'll need power for that. Let's get a couple of pylons. And I bet you we can even just get one of these. I mean, we need power to both of those. Yeah, let's kind of just continue to put this there. I think that might still work. But instead, I might have to, wonder if I could connect it back to here. No, that kind of just cuts right across. Let's just kind of go maybe behind or across. I might as well make this look as good as we can. Kind of just like that, and then we can connect to there. I don't hate it. I don't know, we'll have to figure it out. Incomplete track. We might have to just wait. I do kind of want to just see. Let's come off of here. Can we? Oh my gosh, we can literally just come right across here. Like, I want to take this. Like, just like... Can I go through the mountain? Even up here? Oh my gosh. Okay, that's cool. Can I go up? Let's go right around our mountain. And then kind of into this area. Yeah, that's a cool start. I really like that. And then obviously we'll have to come back around this way. But then that kind of opens up all of this. It'd be nice if we had underground power lines, but we do not. So incomplete track, we'll still have to fix that. Let's get some amenities going here. So obviously this is where lots of people are going to be coming in. So let's get some large amenities. So let's get a food one here. If we can maybe fit, maybe fit that in here. Let's maybe just get this right off of there. A food one there. Let's get a drink amenity. This doesn't have to be huge, so let's maybe just go with like a medium drink amenity. And this could probably even go maybe just let's maybe face it this way, just so people can grab drinks right before they go on the monorail. Let's do that. Let's put that right there, and I'll have to connect some paths to that obviously. And then obviously our gift shop, this one could probably be a little bit bigger, I think. So let's get a large shopping amenity. That could probably go maybe over here, right on the corner, and kind of tuck it like that. Okay, that's awesome. And obviously I kind of want to do something over here. Another bathroom is probably a little bit weird. What about a hyperloop station? What the heck is that? A hyperloop station? Yeah, I just kind of want to see what this is all about. What, is that like an underground thing? It must be. Interesting. Okay, let's back up here. Let's get rid of that. We will be testing that in the future. That's actually really cool. Hyperloop station. So we also need a hotel, so that could probably go here. This seems like a nice area for that to go. And then, or maybe even kind of back here. I don't know. We'll have to figure out a better location for this. I think we could probably get something better. Oh, also, let's go back to our amenities here. Yeah, we forgot to put our Asia ones down. Okay, let's actually get rid of these. So this is a gift shop. So I'm going to quickly switch these out. There we go. We got some Asia shopping facility. So let's just connect that there. And obviously this one we'll have to switch as well. So let's quickly do that. Let's switch that to a medium. I think it was a medium drink facility. So let's just get that. Get our Asia. And honestly, it probably even makes sense to face it kind of like that. Or maybe even out into this area. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Obviously, our food is kind of faced that way. So let's just go ahead, plop that down right there. I don't hate it. Okay, that's good. Let's get just a small width, I think, for that. Then we can connect to there. And then I might even replace these and make sure they look good. This as well. Okay, I think that is good. So we have our drink. We do not have power to here, so let's quickly just get a substation for that. You just hover over it, replace it, and there you go. We have power to all this. This is looking pretty good. I could probably put something in here. And in fact, I should probably even move this. We'll have to see. I think it's in a good location. I could also put something else here if this gets kind of overcrowded. Let's see if there's something else we can get. So we have a small hotel. And honestly, it's pretty big still. We'll have to kind of figure out what we want to get here, but I think that's a good start. Okay, obviously we have run out of time for this. But park rating, we're getting a little bit closer anyway, so this is a good start. I think I kind of just want to fill in this side with some trees. So let's just do a little bit of decorating here. Kind of just get some trees. I don't want to make this like, can you get, so woodland? Oh, okay, we need to actually figure this out. So East Asian woodland. Let's go with that instead. And then we can kind of hide our power poles a little bit. Some nice forest, nice dense forest in here. And then maybe right off of here, we'll also get a couple of trees. And maybe just as you come into the bathroom area, that's kind of nicely hidden. I think that looks pretty good. A couple of trees there. In fact, let's maybe even reduce our radius a little bit more. Okay, that's good. Fill this in a tiny bit more. Just kind of hide that. And now we're just kind of decorating here. And in fact, we could probably just fill this in. Maybe even have a nice grassy open area in here might be kind of cool. I don't know. Let's actually get rid of a couple of these. Let's get rid of some of this. And I don't mind have a kind of a open grass area. Maybe just like a couple of trees here. Just to kind of fill in that. Okay, that's actually pretty good. Maybe a couple over here. And I think that should be fine. Nope, I'm going to fill this in. I like that a little bit better. Just kind of fills it in a little bit. Our mountain's in the way. Okay, let's get into our park here. So obviously our staff buildings, we need to get those figured out. Let's go to operations. Let's go to our response facility. And this could probably be a little bit closer to where all of this is going to be. Let's maybe even get our response facility maybe just kind of tucked in over here. Kind of like maybe right there. I like that response facility. We also need a paleo medical facility. And we might as well have all of this. I don't know. I mean, it is good to have these buildings closer to all this, but I think this could probably be a little bit further away. Jurassic World, DIN, Jurassic Park. Yeah, let's just go with maybe just this one. And now this stuff we could probably get kind of tucked in over here. So let's start off with that. Let's get a couple of more of these buildings. So we're good. We already have those. Arrival point control center we will need. And honestly, I could probably even just get... What is our path? Where did this come out? Let's go to our facility. And it looks like I have it coming out of here, which I don't love. So I'm going to switch that around really quick. There we go. Got that a little bit better. In fact, this one might even make a little bit more sense. It's kind of just bigger. So let's maybe go with that. Right there. That's a better one. Okay. Now let's get a visitor center. So we actually don't have one of these. This might even have been cool here instead. Oh, I kind of like this innovation center though. Kind of right is there. I could probably get one somewhere. We'll have to figure that out. We also have a control center. So let's quickly get one of those. And that could probably go maybe just over here. And we'll kind of get the rest of these buildings throughout here. So Science Center will also need one of those. That can maybe even go on top of here. Actually, let's maybe face this. Let's leave a little bit of room in here. Let's get a little pond in the middle here. Might be kind of cool. Just for our workers. So, in fact, let's maybe get a path first. Let's get a path first. Let's go back to here. I think it was, yeah, just a standard one. Let's just get going off here. Let's maybe a medium path. And let's go this way. And then I can kind of angle it going this way a little bit. Kind of up here. And then I could get a path or kind of a pond in the middle. Let's see what we want to do with this. Let's maybe even lower our radius a little bit. Something like that. Oh, I think we have a storm coming in here, maybe. Okay, I don't mind that. And maybe if I could even have like, maybe a waterfall up here or something. Might be kind of cool. Kind of just like that, honestly. Oh yeah, that's perfect. And let's take this even a little bit further. Kind of just like that. And then maybe another one up here to have like kind of a triple action waterfall. Something like that. I kind of like that. Lots of water is built up on top of this rock. And in fact, I might even raise this up a little bit more. Just so it makes a little bit more sense that it was kind of rounded off into this area. and that water would have built up into this area. So that's good. Let's maybe take this a little bit further like that. That looks a little bit more natural. Maybe even a little bit more up here. Kind of just like that. Build that up a little bit more. Tiny bit more water, and that should be it. Okay, that looks really good now. Oh, that looks awesome. I might actually delete this path. It does make a whole lot of sense that that would be there, and I'm probably not going to get anything there anyway, so let's just get our path, and we could just connect it right to... right, let's maybe go to here and then to there. There we go. That looks a little bit better. Let's connect this one. That one is already connected, so that's perfect. I guess we'll just need some power over here, which shouldn't really be an issue. We have this here, so let's just get a substation. This could probably just go right back there. And then we'll just connect it to there. Perfect. Okay, how is this doing? So this needs maintenance already, which is kind of crazy. I think we could maybe upgrade it. Storm defense, we can also get increased power. Oh, this is kind of nice. You can literally upgrade all of these. So storm defense, additional MBU, task scheduling, advanced training, automatic resupply, faster treatment. Let's maybe go storm defense and an additional, maybe advanced training might be good. This one, a couple other things. So storm defense, obviously. Improved administration, improved construction, improved efficiency. Let's go with efficiency. I kind of like that. We will also need a couple more buildings here. So we're going to need a maintenance facility. This could probably be a little bit more... Where do we want to get this? Maybe kind of just right in here. A little maintenance facility. It's also going to be kind of ugly. Let's maybe have one over here. We'll get a maintenance facility in this area. Maybe even kind of tucked in back here. Just like that. And then we'll need a path going into here. Let's get our large one for our main guests and kind of just take it out into this area. Kind of just like that. I guess I could probably smooth this out before I get that. In fact, let's maybe do that quick. Let's just grab our terrain tools. And I think, yeah, smooth terrain. Let's just kind of smooth that out a little bit. And where else are we going to get these guys? I'd love to take this path kind of just around behind this mountain. Would be kind of cool. Let's grab this path. And now we can go this way. That looks a lot better already. Kind of just like that to start. This one, and let's go with medium. Let's just take a facility path. Honestly, just kind of straight. Maybe not, actually. I don't like to do straight because then all of our guests can kind of just look right down there and see all of that stuff. I don't want them to be able to see it. So let's just go maybe kind of angled. Maybe, kind of just out like that. And then into this area. And I could probably just connect right to there. And then right to there. I don't mind that. And then we can maybe fill it in with some trees. Let's get our East Asia woodland trees. And kind of just fill in this area a little bit. I think that looks pretty good. I think we maybe match up the trees. What kind of trees do they look like? I don't know. I think it should be fine though. And yeah, let's kind of just hide this a little bit. Obviously a helicopter's right in here. We don't need to make it harder. I mean, obviously they're good, but they're not that good, if you know what I mean. So let's just, let's free up a little bit of space in here. We don't need any accidents. So that's good. We're gonna need some power for this. So I could probably 33 out of 180. That's still plenty. Let's maybe take a pylon and we could just go straight off of here. Maybe just right into there. And then right across. Maybe just going right to there, and then I could just connect right into here. Let's get a substation, maybe just right into here. Also, these are going to be an issue for the helicopter, so let's just take this that way, and then I could get our power here. Obviously, we want to make sure we get both of them. So let's just get a substation right there. And then this one I can delete and move. And then that should be perfect. Let's just connect to there, and now we have power over here. Okay. We have our capture facility, our maintenance facility. We will also need some maintenance posts, so obviously we'll get those set up. Maintenance post. So let's maybe get this. Yeah, that kind of covers all of this area. This could probably go maybe just over here. And they can cover all of that. And we need to make sure we get all of this as well. So this could probably go like right beside that maybe. If I can squeak it in there, I think that should be good right there. Okay, awesome. And now we just add a maintenance team. Assign that for all of these buildings. And then this one. Actually, let's maybe switch this up. Let's unassign them. Let's just get team 1. I think team 2 is in the other one. Team 1 there. Popularity has already gone up, so relax security. Don't relax. So guest count increases. Okay, first of all, what's the problem here? So more guests are desperate to visit the site. But your security team have put a cap on guest count. So increase for 250 for 5 minutes. Let's go ahead and do that. I don't think it should be a problem. So that's good. We got our maintenance facilities all set up for that. And this one is team 2. So there we go. They're going to take care of all that, which is be great. Let's get a couple more buildings here. Response facility, I think, yeah, we have one of those. We should be good with paleo. We have staff center, so we need one of those for sure. I guess that could maybe go right here. Let's get a staff facility right there. And that's at least nice looking. Cabot Finch, what's he saying?
I'm kidding. There is
Permanent
no
record, get out of here.
Not one that's written down, at least.
Let's fill this in with some trees. Kind of just like that. And then it's kind of just enclosed a little bit. And we also need a little bit of some magic in here, maybe. Maybe some trees kind of up here. A little bit of something in the water. And kind of just make this area a little bit nicer. So we got some scary music coming. That usually means, well, something scary is about to happen. No, that probably just means like a tornado is coming or something. Nothing too crazy. Let's maybe get some stuff up here as well and make this look a little bit better. And kind of fill this in. Yeah, I think some kind of storm is brewing, so that's not good. Let's get some trees in here. And kind of fill this in. Yeah, we have a crazy storm on the way. Yeah, that looks a lot better already. Put some trees up here. Okay, that looks quite a bit better. Okay, I don't mind that. That's something. We could also get some trees kind of in here. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Okay, so we have a storm coming in. That is an issue for us. So let's go ahead and open all shelters. Let's open that for all of our guests to run into. There they go. So that one, shelter coverage. I think that should be good for all of us actually. Shelter. So shelter's good here. All of our staff can kind of run into their little buildings because we do have storm coverage. Oh no, we have a tornado too. Oh man. Oh my gosh. Okay. So obviously they're gonna have to fix all that. Oh no. That's not good. Hopefully that tornado goes away pretty soon. Oh, that's absolutely terrible. We need to get some dinosaurs in this park. So obviously once this storm is done, hopefully they're already heading towards that on their little buggies. Oh, this tornado is absolutely crazy. Like, are you kidding me? Obviously, what a beautiful game, first of all. Like, look at these. I kind of want to build this up a little bit more. No better time to build up our scenery than when a tornado is ripping through our entire park. So let's just kind of build this up a little bit here. Oh man, we are in the tornado. Actually, whatever that just did, that looks pretty cool. And then I could probably even take a little bit of water into here. And then just this open area. And then build this up a little bit as well. Kind of just like that, I guess. I don't know. That should be fine. Let's go to our trees. How's our tornado doing? Is it gone? It's finally gone. Let's fill this in a little bit. There, that looks a little bit better. A little bit of trees in here. Okay. There is lots of maintenance to be done. I think they should be able to work on all this. Do I literally just need to, like... What do I do here? Our storm is still happening, obviously. How do we... I guess we gotta fix all this. Let's just go to our maintenance area. Where is that? So these little buggies. Add task disabled. So they're standing by. I don't know why they're standing by. But hopefully they're able to fix some stuff. Let's maybe open shelters, and that could be... That could be why, maybe? Okay, well, a storm is over. They can handle a little bit of rain. We need to get some of this stuff fixed. So honestly, getting another maintenance worker would be nice. Let's get another maintenance facility here. I have no idea where I'm going to put it. Maybe put it over here. I don't know why they're not going to go. I got to figure this out. Okay, I think first of all, yeah, this requires power, so that's probably why they're not doing anything. Let's get a substation. No, this should be good. What are they doing? Okay, this connection is off, so that obviously hurts that. There we go. Now we should have power to all of this, and our actual power building. Where is that? This. So that is operational, so that should be fine. We just gotta replace some of these little things, I think. This is also disconnected. Let's get some power to there. Some power to there. In fact, let's actually, I don't think I need to do that. I will have to do this though. And then obviously connect some of these. So that is some of our biggest issues. So there we go. Now we have power again. And we got power over here. They should be able to rip on their little buggies. Here they come. And fix some of this stuff. So that'll be good. This one. Okay, that just got fixed. Perfect. Oh, that is a world of difference when they just fix stuff by themselves. We also don't have any power over here. So they need to fix that, it looks like. Let's maybe get another maintenance outpost. So obviously we need to get all this stuff taken care of. So let's just put this right there. And then we can assign a maintenance team. I guess let's just assign that so then they can come fix all of that. So that'll be good. Okay, well that was a whirlwind. That was an absolute whirlwind. What do I want to do here? So let's actually take this. Let's finish our little monorail. Let's take this just out this way. And then if we can just get going right across here, that would be kind of nice. Obviously, that's not what we want. Let's maybe go back one. And maybe just like that, and then see if we can get going on the side of the mountain here. go this way. And kind of just around here. Hopefully that's not too crazy. Got some big bumps. And then this we'll just take out into our main park. Obviously we'll need an area for them to, I'll probably actually get this monorail coming right. Maybe just like to here for now. Let's get another monorail system over here. Let's go to attractions, I think. And then this monorail system I could probably have maybe even into this area. This is kind of where it could come out. Okay, we have that built up. I'm gonna take this monorail. So let's edit this. Let's see if we can just quickly connect it to here. I feel like that's decent. That's not too bad. So that'll actually connect those right away. This will have to come somewhere. I mean, if we kind of expand into this area, I could probably put it somewhere this way, but I think that should be fine. So they'll have an immediate track back to there. I also probably need to connect this, but we'll have to figure that out in just a little bit. So let's get our first, let's figure out where we want to get this going. So let's go kind of into this area. Let's get our first enclosure. Obviously we'll have to figure out what we want to get. Actually, let's get a hatchery first. So let's get one of these. Let's get a hatchery. And let's figure out where we want to have this. Obviously I could probably have it in this area. It probably makes sense to have it kind of over here into this big area. Let's maybe go right here for our hatchery. And then we can get a path going to there. Just a medium-sized one. Let's go to our facility, and I think we could probably squeak around this way. I might have to actually smooth this a little bit. So let's just kind of smooth this a tiny bit, just going up to there. Let's grab a path. And that is obstructed. Okay. So that's immediately an issue. Let's just take this up and connect it right to there. I think that should be fine. And then we can get some trees in here. So obviously our hatchery, let's get a fence coming off of there. And let's get that as strong as we can get it. Let's go with a heavy fence. I don't know if I want an electrified heavy fence. But I could probably just take this out and go all the way around this way. And probably have a decent size enclosure. I mean, I don't want to waste any space, but I think that should be fine, just like that. Let's kind of just get going into this area. And we might as well make it a decent size in case dinosaurs need to stay here for a little bit. Maybe the naughty ones, put them in timeout. And then we can connect it just like that, just a little size. Wouldn't hurt anybody. Never has, never will. We're gonna need some power over here. So I'll probably need, I wonder if I could even just move this a tiny bit. Could I move it? We have power to that, so I think I probably maybe could. Okay, let's see if we can connect that. Let's just go to there and to there. Okay, boom. Oh shoot. Yeah, let's actually just go back a little bit here. Let's just get a new substation here. So we got that one. Let's get a brand new one just for that. And that should be good. We do not have power. Why don't we have power? This needs to be an actual pylon. I don't know if I can go substation to substation, to be honest. So I might have to reconfigure this. There we go. Now we got power to there. That's perfect. Now we can hatch whatever the heck we want. So let's synthesize some dinosaurs. These are all ones I need to do a little bit of digging for, but I already have all of our hybrid dinosaurs, so that's kind of nice. Scorpius Rex. We have our Spinoraptor. Oh, I have to get Spinoraptors. Honestly, let's get those guys ready to go. Those are so cool. Okay, definitely have to get those. I wonder how big they are. Spinosaurus Rex or Scorpius Rex. That's the ugliest dinosaur I've ever seen. So let's get one of these guys. I imagine they're probably pretty big. Insufficient skills, so we need to actually get some scientists first of all. Let's get some scientists. Let's recruit some. Probably just want to get just the best ones we possibly can here. Let's go with, I feel like she's pretty good. Let's get faster expeditions. Let's get you. Generalist, cheaper incubation, faster synthesis. Let's get this guy as well. And then this guy we could definitely get for that genetics. And this guy probably too, actually. And I think we even have a couple more here. Let's do that. Let's see how that looks. So let's go back. We can recruit 2 more still. And we have lots of money. So this is kind of what's nice about just turn the settings off and just having a good time. So let's go ahead and do that. What else do we want to get? This one's good with logistics, so let's maybe do that for some expeditions. And let's take a look at this. So I wonder if I can, yeah, I can actually train all of these. So let's just boost all of this stuff. And we can basically level them up completely. There we go, level 4. Let's quickly train all these guys. Okay, we almost got these guys completely trained up. This is the last guy. See, this is going to be absolutely amazing. Oh, genetics. I feel like that's pretty good for genetics. Let's get one more welfare. Okay, that's good. We got all level 4 scientists, so that's awesome. Management. Yeah, nothing to do there. Okay, hatchery. Let's get our Spinoraptors. These guys are so cool. I want to modify this genome. So, skin color. Let's, oh, we can only get females, hey? Interesting. I guess I can't really breed because we're making them. So let's get like, oh my gosh, blue ones. These black ones would be kind of cool, like this dark. I should just go with like a white. And then maybe like something cool, that blue. Some blue frosted tips. Let's maybe go with that. Let's go ahead and do that. Traits. We can boost these a little bit. So health, thirst is good. Appetite, lifespan. Let's boost their lifespan. Resilience. And I guess we could boost these completely. We just make them just ultimate killing machines. Fertility. We actually have unlimited unlimited ones here. What's the difference here? Oh, that kind of just shows what they look like at nighttime versus daytime. That's actually cool. Humility, sociability, tolerance. Let's just make them nice and comfortable. Offense, defense, fitness. Let's make them as fit as possible. So let's go ahead and save that. Just get them as good as they could possibly be. So let's get this. This will take 39. That's crazy. We actually don't even have enough. Okay, we might have to refix these guys. Let's modify them a little bit. These traits are a little bit crazy, so let's just lower some of this. I think that should help quite a bit already. Okay, let's see. I think that should help. Yeah, 25, we got more than enough for that. Let's get these guys set up. And we just need one more on there. Let's just put you on there instead. Get some Spinoraptors. 12 seconds till we're done that. And let's get a couple other dinosaurs here. So we got our Indoraptor, obviously. So cool. I love these things. It would be kind of nice to get some... Oh, these guys are kind of cool. Spinoceratops? What? It's literally a Spinosaurus mixed with a Triceratops. These guys are pretty cool. Let's get these guys as well. Let's modify their genome. Let's go with like a blue. And I think all these hybrids can only be females. Let's go ahead and do that. I like that. And since we are making the best dinosaur possible, let's boost their stats a little bit here. Okay, let's get that done. Let's just get a couple of people on there. Okay, perfect. Those are almost ready to go. This whole thing, oh, that's a problem. Let's get that fixed. Let's connect that to there. For some reason it didn't get that done. Let's get this nice and nice for our animals. So let's get some water. Maybe even a little bit of water like on top of here. Might be kind of nice. And then like have a waterfall maybe. A little bit of water in here maybe. Tiny bit going this way. Nothing too crazy. That's probably good. Let's get some pasture. So cover, woodland. Let's go with our East Asian. I think that should be pretty good. I don't know, like we probably need some ground fibers. Let's get some nice versatile like plants in here and stuff for all the different things. So ground, tall leaf, ground leaf. Let's get some ground fiber and tall fiber. Just so we have a nice variety. Honestly, that's probably fine. Okay, these guys are probably ready to go. So Spinoraptors, select our eggs. We can only get one, hey? What the heck? We can only get one, so I guess let's just get one of those. I'll have to do this a couple times probably. Let's start that task. These guys, we can actually get 3 of them, which is nice. All females, let's just get 2 of these. Let's begin incubation with that. There we go, and we need somewhere to put these things. So obviously we have this enclosure. I am going to want to have an enclosure probably in through here. Let's take a path, a large path, and let's go just right along here next to our mountain. And I could probably just get them going into here. And I'll probably have to do a little bit of terrain work over here, but I'd like to get an enclosure in here. I could probably even just connect it to here. What do I want to do? Let's get one in here first. So let's go a nice big enclosure. I might as well do invisible fence, heavy fence. Let's maybe go with like a heavy electrical fence. Obviously we don't want them, our monorail, into our enclosure, so let's just go. Actually, let's get a gate first. Classic gate. Let's get a nice classic gate. Let's just put this. Obviously we'll need to power that. Actually, let's maybe get this maybe over here. And then we can get our fence going this way. All the way around here. Nice big fenced in area going through here. And I also want to have, I don't know, I don't want this too big. Let's maybe back up a couple. I could probably have, I need to be able to see all this stuff, and I don't think the Spinoraptor would take a lot of space. Okay, let's just take this up here. And then let's just get this going. Just kind of into here. And then we can round it off. Where the heck is this going? Okay, well, I'll probably have to get an invisible gate for this. Terrain too steep. Okay, I might have to adjust our terrain. Let's fix this here. Let's take this, flatten out this area. And that should be a little bit better. Let's see if this, we can fix this. There we go. That's a lot better. And then we can take that, round it off right to our gate. How does this thing even work? Oh, that's kind of cool, actually. That's really neat. Okay, we're gonna need a little path going to there. So let's just get a little facility path. Maybe a nice small one. Maybe we can just take a little path, just like that, kind of leading into there. Okay, lots of trees in here. I'll probably have to clear some of them. In fact, I might actually clear most of them. Let's clear most of these if we can. And I could probably even have like a nice open area. So this is going to be for our raptors. It might have even been a better idea. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to switch this up. I will be back in a second and I will show you kind of what I'm thinking. I'm actually going to take a path right through here. Let's go a large path. And I kind of want to be able to have more accessibility through here. And if I kind of go this way, I'm kind of just running myself into a dead end. So let's just take a path, maybe even right off of here. Right like this, and then I could kind of just get going through here. And then I could get some enclosures on either side. Obviously, I should probably fix some of, smooth some of this out. Let's actually do that quick. Let's smooth this out. Just so it's obviously smooth for our path. So let's smooth that out a little bit. And then we can continue our path. Just kind of through the jungle, and then I'm going to go into this open area. And then I could have some enclosures on either side of that. I think that's a little bit better. And at least in my mind it is. So let's just get a gate. Maybe a classic gate. Let's keep it nice and classic up in here. This could probably actually come right off of here. And then that's already powered. I think that's perfect. At least it should be. Needs maintenance, so hopefully they can fix that. And in fact, we actually probably need a maintenance post over here. Let's get a maintenance post right there. And let's select a maintenance team. So they're going to go fix that. Oh, we got some power issues. What's going on here? This, for some reason, is broken. Interesting. So let's go ahead and fix that. Okay, it's perfect. So we'll be able to do maintenance on all that anyway. Needs maintenance, so they should be able to go and fix that. Okay, let's get this going. So again, our nice heavy fence. Since we have so much money, we might as well just use all of our money. Let's take this and go kind of just around here into this area. And then maybe have a nice area for... Actually, I'm going to take this back. I'm going to get this going up a little bit. Just so I have a little bit of room for a viewing gallery. A little peanut gallery. So let's take this and go just like that. And then we could maybe even go kind of like that. Just give us a little bit more room. We're still going to need a lot of space for our raptors, so let's take this right up here, kind of just like this, and we can start wrapping back around right near the edge of this. Just like that. Perfect. We can connect that. I think that's a nice sized enclosure for our raptors. They should be nice and happy in here. Ooh, I wonder if I could get like some water down here. Let's see if we can do that. Some deep water. Oh, I can't actually adjust in there. That's a little bit sad. That's only just a little bit sad. I'd like to kind of go with the terrain that it's given me, but I also kind of want to adjust it a little bit. Okay, we have that enclosure. That should be good. Let's actually go ahead and get our Spinoraptor in here. So let's release via airlift. I think they are already ready for them. So let's get them in there. And we're going to need a couple of things for this. We're going to need a ranger outpost. So let's just go ahead and get that maybe just right in the middle like that. Let's add a ranger team, MBU team, and a capture team. So that should be good. I'm going to get some feeders. And I do imagine that they probably want some prey. So let's get a live prey feeder, and I'll probably put that maybe over here. I think just one should be fine. We'll need a viewing gallery. So let's switch that around so you can actually see inside of this. That's probably pretty good. I don't imagine I'd want to get like a little tour going through here. It would be kind of cool, but I don't think so. Let's just get a medium one. Connect to there. We will need some power, obviously. So I might actually take our monorail and get this going somewhere before we get our power. Let's just take this. Maybe just, oh gosh, I don't even know. I could probably just have this wrap right back around. And then just have a separate monorail system. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Let's just wrap this all the way around.
The Spiniraptor is a predatory hybrid, synthesized from Spinosaurus and Velociraptor DNA. Now, I've never dealt with an animal that seemed to want to hunt our guests quite as much as this one. My advice? Keep it locked down tight.
Keep it locked down tight. I will do just that. Obstructed by a pylon. Oh, these stupid pylons. Okay, I might have to delete that. And see if I can refix this here. Yeah, we got some power outages. Let's connect to there. And then I might be able to move this a little bit closer. And then that will kind of fix that issue. Okay, perfect. And then we can get a pylon going across there. Okay, there we go. That's now ready to go. Our monorail system is up and ready. Completely operational. I don't know if I can really collision mixed. Yeah, we'll just leave that. We'll need some power over here. So honestly, this is all kind of enclosed within this. I don't know if I can get a pylon crossing through here. I don't imagine I... Okay, I maybe can. Okay, let's try this. If I just have one right there, I think I could maybe go... There we go. That's nice and easy. A lot easier than I thought it would be, so let's get one of those. Connect to there, and now we have power for that. Awesome. So we have prey. Let's get a couple other things for this guy. Got lots of areas, so that's good. Adult population probably wants another one. First of all, let's take a look at this thing. Oh my gosh. So it's about the size of a raptor. Maybe a little bit bigger. Oh, these are so cool. Okay, missing deep water. So let's just get this. So we want some deep water, it looks like. Let's get some deep water. Maybe kind of over here. For you. Mixed with a little bit of shallow water. Kind of like that, maybe. Yeah, we can even have like a little waterfall going into there. I feel like that's a design flaw. But I am just gonna... Well, I don't know if I really want to do that. Let's just kind of... Yeah, let's do that. Let's separate them. That's a big design flaw. It's probably just gonna ride the water outside the park. And we would not want that. So let's get some deep water. How is that? We want a little bit more. Let's maybe get some shallow water in here. Maybe eliminate a little bit of water. And we'll get a little bit more deep water, maybe over here. Yeah, since it's a Spinosaurus, it definitely wants lots of deep water. Okay, I think that should be fine. Pasture is good. We actually have plenty of pasture. We want fish and we want meat. Okay, so I think we could probably do that. Wants fish and meat. I guess it doesn't even want the live prey, which is a little bit interesting. Let's just get rid of that. And then we could get just some meat. And then it wants some fish. So piscivore feeder, marine fish. So let's get one of these. It's got to be... Oh, looks like we can get one right there. Okay, let's see if that makes them nice and happy now. 2 comfort issues. Oh, they are. Yeah, that's a problem. Missing fish still. We should have fish. Oh man. Just the fish alone can make them so uncomfortable. Okay, let's actually select this. Help. So feeders. Herbivores do not need feeders. Some dinosaurs need prey. Are we, it should be fine. Let's maybe try a different one just in case. Let's try a marine. So let's actually try one of these maybe. No, we need a lagoon for that. That should be good. Is it not? I can maybe try and put this in here. See if that kind of works. I don't know. Too few adults. Okay, so now we have fish. They should be nice and happy. They want more adult population now, so let's get them some more of that. I think they should be nice and happy with everything that's going on here. In fact, this would actually be kind of cool to have like a mountain. Should we do something like that? Let's see if we can raise this up and have like a kind of like a little mountainous area surrounding all of this. Obviously, it's not super ideal. Let's flatten this out a little bit. Kind of just going into here. Let's flatten that out just so they can actually get to the ranger outpost. Here she comes. Yeah, let's just get like a nice big kind of mountain. As soon as you come in this way, into this area. Let's lower this a little bit. I think that's kind of cool. I don't know. That's decent. And then I could get some trees maybe in here. Get some like rocks forming. Something like that. I think that's pretty cool. Okay. 2 comfort issues. So deep water. We're still missing some deep water. I don't think it has access to this one anymore. Yes, I think that's too high. So let's fix this. Or raise it up a little bit. Okay, let's see. Do they have access now? Let's just get some more deep water. Okay, that should be plenty. Nice little swimming pond over here. I think that looks pretty good. Okay, let's get another one for you. Let's get another Spinoraptor. They're so expensive. So population 1. Let's get another one. Let's get a different colored. So they're all females again. Let's get like a... I really wanted to try this blue one. It's actually so cool. With like, maybe like these dark spots. That's kind of cool. This one, let's edit their traits a little bit. So offense, gotta make them a little bit weaker maybe. Increase their humility, just kind of mess with that stuff. Let's save that. And let's get them ready to rumble here. So let's get another one. Stegoseratops is ready to go right now. So let's maybe get one of those enclosures. And let's take a little path and maybe just connect it across going through here. Maybe we can kind of just do a little thing like that. And then this little power area is kind of in the way. So I might have to move that. That's in the way of the new enclosure. So let's just get that fixed. I think we could probably just take this right along here. And then have a power station right like that. I don't know if I want it inside the enclosure, but let's just do that. We kind of just go like that. That should be just fine. And then this enclosure obviously might even be pretty large. This could be our herbivore one. And in fact, I don't need this path anymore. So let's get rid of all this. Actually, I don't think I need any of this anymore. So let's just get rid of this as well. That little piece. And then these pieces I can connect a little bit more naturally if I can. Let's just connect it like that. Okay, that's perfect. That looks a lot better. We have our monorail system kind of going here. Let's see. I bet you this is ready to go actually. So let's get them ready for incubation. Oh, this one we can actually get 2. We had a little bit more success. So let's get maybe 2 more. Okay, that's actually cool. Let's get 2 of those. Start that task, and we need to do a little dig site expedition map. We need an expedition center. Of course. Okay. Of course we do. Let's get an expedition center. I mean, we kind of have this. We could probably fix that maybe. Where the heck could we get our expedition center? Maybe just kind of on top of here. Let's see how that looks. We also need a science center, expedition center. Let's get one of those. And yeah, we could probably just have this like literally terrain constraints. Let's fix our terrain. I just need to kind of do something like this. I mean, I like that better anyway, actually. So let's do that. Let's see if I can fix this in here. So expedition center, let's get our Jurassic World expedition. It's a little bit smaller, so I kind of like that. We can fit this right in here. Let's maybe actually put it over here a little bit more. Let's get one there, and then I can also get a science center in here maybe. Let's see if we can fit this. There we go. Get our science center in there. That's perfect. Let's just get a small path. Small little facility path going there. Going there. So now we have the ability to do... Oh, I guess these are ready. So let's get our Spinoraptors back into here. They're going to be nice and happy that they have some friends. And then we have the ability to do some expeditions now. So literally everything is available to us. We can get anything we want. Pyroraptor. We get so many different kind of raptors. Mosasaurus. We need... Oh. Should we get a lagoon area? Where can we fit a lagoon? I mean, we kind of have this big set piece, which is kind of cool. Which I intend to keep. I don't know if I want to... Where can I get a lagoon? Maybe in this area? And then this whole big area. Yeah, let's get a lagoon in here. I think that should be pretty good. And then our guests could kind of see it going by. Let's get a lagoon. And then obviously we'll need something cool. So let's go ahead and get our Mosasaurus. Where was that? I think one of these. So Mosasaurus, let's definitely get one of those. Let's get that going. $1.1 million. We are spending a lot of money, which is kind of crazy. Here comes our dinosaurs. Here they come. Let's get our lagoon in here. So we have our aviaries, which is kind of cool. Our lagoons. We'll also need a lagoon hatchery. So that, yeah, let's just get our lagoon kind of set up in here. No, let's get our hatchery first, maybe. Let's get our hatchery. Oh, I guess requires a lagoon. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. So let's just get this. Maybe like right. Maybe like right kind of in this little area. And then we can kind of build into here. We can do that and then see if we can kind of get going this way a little bit. Let's get a nice big lagoon. Kind of get going into that area as well. And then we can kind of... Actually, let's do something like that. I don't hate that. I don't actually love it either, but I think I could probably fix this a little bit. That's a nice size lagoon. I don't know if it's enough, so I'd love to just get our Mosasaurus in there. Lagoon hatchery. So let's get one of those right away. This, I guess we could maybe have... I want some viewing over here if we can. So let's just get this right there. And then we can get a path just for this. A nice small path. And I'll just kind of take it that way. Let's do a little bit of, I guess we'll kind of just get this ready to go. So let's get some sights. Obviously, oh, should we put a nice little paddle area in there? No, I don't think so. That would not go well. We want a viewing area for, okay, a viewing dome. We could definitely get one of those. Let's see what that kind of looks like. It's literally inside of it. That's crazy. Let's get that right there. Our insane guests can go in there. Let's take a look at this thing. It's literally in the water. That's so cool. Hopefully they will survive. I could actually maybe get 2 of those things. Let's get just a regular old viewing thing. So Lagoon viewing angle. Let's see if we can fix this actually. Can I make this a little bit cooler? I literally just want to like round that part off. I don't think I'm going to be able to, unfortunately. Okay, that's fine. So let's get our, where was that again? So Lagoon viewing area. Let's get one of those. And then if I can kind of combine these a little bit, let's get one going that way. Now what's kind of cool is you have like an underwater viewing area as well. So you can kind of go underneath. That's kind of cool. We got a couple of those. I think we could probably fill this in with some trees. We're going to need some power over here. Obviously to get that going. And then let's connect a path to here. I think maybe a medium size. Just coming off of there. Might be just fine.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have added a new viewing gallery. Ready for
And let's take this maybe up just like this. And then kind of just connect back like that. And then I could just take these. Make it look a little bit nicer. I don't know. Should be just fine. And then over here I could probably just have another path going to there. That should be just fine. Okay, we're going to need some power over here. So, I mean, we already have this one. I guess I can maybe move this again. Now that it's kind of over here. If I can get these, that'd be kind of nice.
detected power outages across the site.
There we go.
Personnel, please
Let's do
respond.
that. And then I can still, we'll have to figure out a little bit more power. So that's good. We're going to need some power over here as well. This, I don't really like this. In fact, this could probably just be a substation. Let's just do that. And then if I can fill that in, no, let's deactivate that. Let's get rid of that. And then let's get a small substation over here instead. Just as long as I can reach that. That's all I really care about. And then we can just do that. Connect to there. And then we just need to connect this somewhere. Guess we could just do that. That should be fine. Okay. No teams assigned. We need to make sure we do that. So let's add a ranger team. I don't know what they're going to do. And we also need a pilot drone. Wait, what? Scanner, medicate. So take photo, tranquilize. That is so cool. So that's literally just like kind of floating around. That's actually incredibly cool. We can also upgrade this. So storm defense, additional bays. Might be kind of nice. Advanced equipment. Guaranteed egg synthesis success. Accelerate growth. Cheaper genetics. Extra scientists. Let's go storm defense. And let's go extra bays. There we go. Now we can literally just like do tons of them at the same time. Okay. We didn't really necessarily need to do that. Mosasaurus, we're going to get that. What are all the big ones? So obviously this thing's huge. The Megalodon, oh my gosh. Okay, we got some options. I honestly kind of want to have like a couple in here. So we got a viewing area here. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to figure this out. Let's make this look a little bit nicer. Actually, let's go to our expedition. Let's go to our fossils. We already have some fossils. Let's sell those. We have our Mosasaurus genomes ready to go. We just need 3 to do that. So let's go ahead and do that. And then we can go on another expedition. So let's see if there's another. Let's maybe go. I want our Megalodon, so let's actually filter this a little bit. So species, Piscivore, marine. Okay, that's good. Where is our Megalodon? Oh yeah. Oh, this game is so cool. Let's get that. These eggs are ready to go. And then I kind of wanted this big area for more room. Mosasaurus is ready to go. So I think we could probably, let's see what it's at actually. Let's synthesize. Oh, wrong one. Wrong one. Let's go to our big water lagoon. And don't worry, I'm going to make all of this look a little bit nicer. 52%. That is not good enough. So let's try and get a little bit better. Let's maybe go to our fossils. We also have this one we could do. And that gives us a boost of 12%. Let's go ahead and do that. We just need 3. Let's do that. 7 seconds. That's perfect. What's going on here? Destroyed. Oh no. Let's buy a new vehicle. There we go. Yep, they destroyed it. That's not good. Are these guys nice and happy now? Yeah, they seem nice and happy. Looks like they're thriving. Honestly, they could probably use a little bit more food maybe. We got 2 fish, 1 meat. Let's take a look at these things. That is like the ultimate predator. A Spinoraptor? Are you kidding me? A Spinoraptor Rex? It'd get crazy. A little bit more lagoon area over here might be kind of nice. But I'd also like to maybe save this for some more fenced in areas. Let's fix this a little bit. Let's fix some of this. Let's make this look more natural. If we can. So obviously they did some excavation on that. They did some crazy stuff. So let's fix some of that. Let's maybe lower a couple of these spots just so it looks a little bit more natural. Okay, let's put some trees in here. Let's maybe get some on either side of this. Let's fill in this a little bit. Kind of cover that up. And then this will also cover up just a little bit. Just add a little bit of trees. Just so it looks a little bit better. Just like that. Okay, I think that's a little bit better. Let's get some in here, just so it looks good too. This one's tranquilized for some reason. I guess I broke that car, so it kind of makes sense, I guess. And over here, I might need to do something with this. And obviously we have this giant mountain. Can I like flatten this out somehow? It's like slowly, yeah, I don't know, I might have to. You can kind of do something with that. Let's just kind of do, yeah, I don't know. It's actually kind of cool. It's like a set piece mountain. Like, look at this thing. It's absolutely huge. I kind of like it. Let's get some trees to kind of fill in this area. Just a little bit. Maybe some rocks to kind of, oh, this is going to be ugly soon. That's not looking good. I might have to delete some of that. And get some trees over there. That already looks a little bit better. I'm gonna get some natural. Let's kind of fill this in a tiny bit. There, that looks a little bit better. It looks less just man-made. I don't know. Now let's fix some of this. This looks absolutely terrible. So let's just, how do we, I'd like to maybe paint that a little bit different. Yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll just have to go with it. Nothing we can really do about it now. No, we can. Let's paint this. So let's go, I don't know what color that would even be. Cliff? Actually, that actually kind of looks nice, doesn't it? Just makes it look a little bit different. And now we can get some more rocks in here. Let's just do that. I don't mind that. That looks pretty good. How is our Mosasaurus doing? So let's check in on that really quick. It's at 64%. Okay, let's actually go on another expedition. I want to get some male ones, if we can. So let's go to Marine. We have Mosasaurus there, so let's go ahead and do that. That shouldn't take too long, and then we can slowly start to get some dinosaurs in here. I think we do have some more fossils here. So we have our Megalodon. This one gives us 52%. That gives us to, yeah, I guess we'll just have to do that. Let's just get a scientist on there. Nothing too fancy, and I want to get this going. What else can we do? We could get some food marine nesting areas. Let's get some of those. Let's get maybe one of those over there. Oh my gosh, do they have balloons so they can tell if they're nesting or not? That's messed up. You gotta let these things just breathe. What do you need to be able to see that stuff for? That's crazy. Okay, we're also gonna need some feeders. And in fact, we could probably just wait and see what they need. First, I don't know what the Mosasaurus is gonna want to do. Okay, let's see here. Fossils. Bunch of stuff we can sell. Let's do that. Okay, there we go. That gives us +9. Megalodon. Let's get this ready to go first. There we go. +17. Let's do that. That shouldn't take too long. Let's speed this up. And then I want to get our Megalodon going. Okay, honestly, that's probably pretty good now. 81%, that is just fine with me. We also have our Megalodon. Oh my gosh. That's insane. Can you imagine running into that thing in the ocean? I'm never going to an ocean ever again. Okay, let's modify this. So we got our male and then we have our female. Let's get Mama Bear taken care of here. Let's get some colors. Let's go with like maybe dark purple. Actually, that one's kind of cool. Let's get a different pattern. Maybe like kind of that Haparana. Haparana, sure. I like that. It'd also be kind of cool to randomize them. Actually, let's do that. I don't want to be able to see what they look like. Cosmetic set. Mosasaurus Deluxe. Whoa. Okay, let's just do this. Let's random. And then our males we can also randomize. I think that's kind of cool. And let's get some traits. Obviously, let's boost their appetite a little bit, at least back to half. We don't want them eating too much. Lifespan, a little bit more. Compatibility. If this is just going to be like a battle royale station, we need to boost some of our combat. Fitness, defense. Let's just make these things absolute beasts. Humility, sociability. Actually, yeah, let's boost it a little bit, I guess. Put a little of canine in there. Okay, I'm happy with that. Let's begin that task now. So let's get a couple of scientists on that. And let's get some more Megalodon stuff here. So let's go to our filters. Marine. A Dunklosaurus. Or that's not what that says. Let's go. Is there more Megalodon somewhere? Honestly, that might be kind of all that we can get. Mosasaurus. I guess I could do it. Can you do it again? Is that what that is about? Okay, I think I can do it again. Maybe that kind of boosts it. Let's do it again. And that'll be good. They're gonna kind of dig a little bit more. Okay, these are ready to go. Let's get, oh, I guess just one female. Let's get a male in here. Oh, see, it randomized it. That's so cool. Let's get a male one. And begin incubation. And let's do that. $2 million. Actually, we're almost out of money. Oh my gosh. We have been going a little bit ham here. Okay, we need to be kind of careful. Let's just build up some money first of all. Our scientists are costing an arm and a leg. Oh my gosh, okay. We're probably losing only 66,000. Okay. First of all, we never even actually did anything with these. So let's get these ready to go. What kind of guess do we do? So let's change our product. 44%. Let's go as high as we can. Let's get burgers and fries. Let's actually get some food. They're probably hungry. Coming off the plains. 76. 93. Let's get this rate to 100. Okay, that's perfect. They're already 100% satisfied. We don't need to spend any more. That should be just fine, unless we can get a little bit more. No, that's just going to lose profit at that point. Okay, that's good. Product. Let's get some actual, like, fun stuff. Like t-shirts, maybe. That's just going to cost money, pretty much. Features. Yeah, that's not really doing anything right now. Let's just maybe disable this for now. Let's deactivate that just so it's not costing any extra money. And then our drink. Obviously, we want to get something good. Milkshakes. Definitely want some milkshakes. Let's get some bean bags. Let's get some jukeboxes. And that's 97% satisfied. I feel like that's actually decent. That's a good amount of profit. I like that. And that immediately should boost that. So now we are even losing more money, which is kind of insane. So hopefully we get enough guests to kind of offset that. Well, we have like no guests. Guest count. How do we get that even higher? So appeal is really high. Infrastructure maintenance is quite a bit. We are losing a lot of money right now. Yeah, let's get a little bit more with our fossils. So Megalodon. I think once we start getting some more dinosaurs, that's really going to help. So let's just get some more stuff for our Megalodon. And let's also get some more amenity coverage, maybe. Let's take a look at this. So shelter, I definitely need to get another shelter over here somewhere. And in fact, that could probably go... We have a path there, so let's just get rid of this one. And then let's get a shelter over here. The emergency shelter. So let's get one right there. And let's allow lots of space for all of the running and screaming. So there we go. We have another emergency shelter. And the more we kind of boost our ratings, the better. We also need some bathrooms over here. Let's quickly get some of those. Let's get a restroom. Let's get a Asian restroom. And I suppose we could probably put this maybe just right there. I don't mind that. Kind of just right in the middle. We can now release our Mosasaurus. Let's take a look at this thing. Wow. Okay, that thing's huge. We don't quite get the scale of it yet, but I think we probably will soon. Once we get our Megalodon, that'll be a good testing for the size. But look at this. We got our male Mosasaurus. That thing is absolutely huge.
Mosasaurus was the undisputed ruler of the seas in its time. And well, now, it's an apex predator in ours, too. When this animal is around, you don't ever go into the water.
Oh, yeah. Okay, it's missing sharks. It's literally going to eat megalodons. Okay, so we're missing some sharks. Let's get some environment stuff for them. So they would like some sharks, obviously, to feed. Let's get one somewhere. Yeah, right there. And if we get one maybe over here as well. We'll need a couple of those. And our Megalodon's probably going to eat sharks. I don't know how it'll feel about it, but... Okay, how does that feel now? So we're 100% thriving. Adult males, that's good. Got lots of area. And it has lots of sharks to eat, so they should be nice and happy. Can we get any trees? Like, is that a thing? Can I get, like... Is there something for in here? I don't know if there is. like kind of the very bottom of the ocean floor. It's kind of got something. Yeah, whatever. Be kind of cool if you could do a little bit down here, and you maybe even can, but I don't think I even really need to. Okay, we have our Mosasaurus. I bet you lots of these guests are going to enjoy that. So that's exciting. And then let's go to our fossils here. Now let's upgrade this beast a little bit more. Let's keep upgrading our Megalodon. And then we need to get another enclosure. So let's get one maybe just on this side. I'll probably save this room for like a T-Rex or something. Let's actually do that. Let's get some more of these ready to go. So let's get our gate. Let's get a classic gate again. And I suppose this we could probably have kind of going into... Let's actually do this instead. Let's take a path. Just coming right off of here. Let's get in maybe a medium-sized one. And I'm just going to get going just like this. Just for our facility workers. And then I'm going to get our gates coming off of that. Let's get our classic gates. Let's just go maybe something like this. Then over here, we'll flip it. And then match that on this side. Just like that. The other thing, I think we have enough viewing areas in here. I think it'd be kind of cool to have like a zip line going across this. We also need a herbivore little station. So I think our herbivore station is going to kind of go this way. Let's maybe take this path all the way to the end if we can. So let's smooth out our area here. Let's smooth this out. Just to kind of create some more room for our path. And then we can continue on with our large path. Maybe just like that. Let's just get going right to there. And then we can have a little viewing area in here. Let's do some sculpting here before we get started. So let's do this. Let's increase our intensity. And then I want to like a mountain kind of over here. Let's kind of just build a nice big mountain. Just like that. Maybe make it a little bit smaller. Let's maybe move this out in a little bit. Just a teensy tiny bit. And then we could also roughen that terrain just a tiny bit as well. Decrease our intensity. And just kind of roughen it up just a little bit. Over here, I think this is probably pretty good. We got a nice big wall kind of going this way. Our mountain. We're gonna need some power over here, obviously. Let's get our... Actually, that probably took a lot of unnecessary space away from our dinosaurs. So let's maybe lower this a little bit more. And we could probably even create more space if we lower some of these areas a little bit more. Have like kind of a lower, maybe water area. And then we can get some water in here maybe. Let's get some deep water kind of in this area. Kind of just like that. And then obviously I'll have to fix this a little bit just so they can actually get down there. They're gonna have some strong calves. Some strong calf muscles. Okay, just like that. And then over here, let's raise it up a little bit. Kind of just like that. Get some more water in here. I think that should be fine. And obviously I'll make that look a little bit better. But I think that's actually a nice little start. And a giant cliff face there. That's good. For our guests to... Yeah, that should be good. Let's get this in here. So, yeah, I guess we might as well just continue with our big fences. Actually, we need a viewing area in here, don't we? Demolish. So let's go to delete. There we go. And now we can maybe just angle it out like that a little bit. Just enough to get a viewing area in here. And obviously over here, I could probably just get our invisible ones. Yeah, that's going to be too steep for them to come up anyway. So let's just get... Yeah, that's too steep, it says. What do I want to do? Let's actually fix our terrain a little bit, just so we can get... Let's lower our radius just a little bit. And see if we can kind of fix this. Just so we can get a fence. That's all I really care about. And then here, if we can also get a little bit of room for a fence. Okay, let's try that. Doesn't have to be too crazy. Now this is going to be probably too steep. I don't know, like, can we get our invisible gate, invisible barrier? So I want this to go, and usually I kind of ask, like, Planet Zoo is like a null barrier, so this kind of becomes your new barrier. I don't know if we can really even do that. Oh, I hate this. I might have to fix this. Let's smooth this out a little bit more, and I'm just going to kind of get a gate right behind it, just so it looks like there's a gate. So let's kind of smooth this out a little bit more. And I can kind of just smooth this out. Maybe just enough to get a fence behind here. Okay, let's see if that worked out. Let's see. Let's get this fence ready to go. I might have to back this up a little bit more. Let's go one more back. We can do that, and this is working. That is indeed working. So let's keep going around. There we go. And now that should keep them nice and enclosed. That's perfect. Okay, let's take this a little bit further and then just get going. It says that too steep as well. Okay, let's maybe go back one more. And let's smooth out this area as well. Just a little bit of trial and error, but we will get it. Let's just kind of smooth out into there. Just kind of like that. And then we can continue on. Oh, that's too steep still. You gotta be kidding. You gotta be kidding. Of course. Okay, so let's actually see if we can smooth this part out. Kind of just like that. That's a little bit better. I don't mind that. That's much better. Okay. And this as well. Okay. Now let's get our fence in here. Okay, perfect. Build that up, and now we have our fence. I hate this, so I'm just gonna demolish these and then fix that. I thought it would look cool, but it just doesn't. Let's just kind of do that instead. Kind of round it off. Okay, now we have our giant enclosure for this. I'm gonna take our mountain and raise this up so you can't really see that fence. We have some scary music coming in, so I think that probably means a storm is a brewing. And what the heck does this even look like? I'm gonna get rid of these trees just so I can see what all of this looks like. Like, this has to be traversable. Let's fix this a little bit. This looks absolutely terrible. So I think to start off, let's just smooth this. Let's smooth this out just a little bit. Like, they need to have enough room to walk, obviously. Let's lower our intensity. And kind of just create a little area for them to come down. And then get to the water. Like, that's just way too steep. I might actually raise this all up a little bit more. Yeah, we got some storms coming in. I might actually open our emergency shelters. Where's that? Emergency shelter. Let's open all shelters. Let people kind of run if they would like. Hopefully no tornadoes come. Oh, missing more deep and agitated by the storm, so that's not good. Hopefully they don't try and climb this. That would be a nightmare. Okay, let's see if we can fix this. Like, this is just... I gotta raise this up. Like, this doesn't have to be this deep. Let's go ahead and do that. Now let's see if we can get some water in here. There we go. That already looks a lot better. And maybe lead into this area. There, it's a nice little, and we'll get some shallower water there. I think that's better. Okay, now let's fix this a little bit. So let's make this at least a little bit smoother. Oh, a transition. Let's raise this up. Kinda just like this. How does that look? That's a little bit better. They can kind of traverse down to there. Not horrible. And then up here, I'm going to smooth out a little bit. Just so it's a little bit better. Okay, how's that? I think that's a little bit better. Let's try and smooth this a little bit now. Okay, I like that. I like that. Let's build this up a little bit more. Okay, just like that. Perfect. Okay, that's a nice transition leading to the water. I think that's good. Let's get our dinosaurs in here. So obviously we'll need some power to go into here. Let's figure out that first. Obviously we're in the middle of a storm. Let's take this. I think we should still be good for our power. We're gonna get another, let's just go right like this. And then I could probably get my substation right on the end there. Let's just take that right to the corner, and then our substation can go right to the end. Just like that. And then we have power to this obviously. Okay, I think we can get our dinosaurs in here. They have been ready to go for quite some time. Oh, we got some damage. What the heck happened? So we must have had a tornado. We are not profiting very well here, so let's get out of here.
Something off the to-do list. But to get there, you need
let's get some pylons set up here.
I can help with that.
So that's set up. I think we're probably missing some power. Do I have to connect this? Oh, there we go. That fixes our entire park. And I also need to get this fixed. So I guess they just need to fix that. Maybe? Requires repair, destroyed, out of order. So I might have to... Can I, yeah, honestly, let's just delete it. And then get another one. Might be the easiest way to fix that. There we go. We got power set up, all of that now. Okay, there we go. Now we're gonna get all that fixed up. Honestly, I probably need to get another maintenance post kind of over here. So let's just get one. Actually, where's our coverage right now? So we got some over here. I probably need one way over here. Let's just get a maintenance post right on the corner. And then, yeah, we do need one over here as well. So let's just get one right there as well. Let's assign one there. And we also need a maintenance worker over here as well. Okay, that should take care of all of our maintenance. I should probably get some more maintenance workers, but yeah, they're going to kind of take care of all that eventually. That looks pretty good. We got our monorail coming in. That looks epic. Okay, I think it is time to get our Stegosaurus. What the heck is this thing called? Stegoseratops. Let's release those two into the wild / our habitat for them. I think they should be able to survive nice and happily in there. So here we go. They're going to be released, and we actually have some maintenance to be done to this building. So honestly, let's maybe get another maintenance building. I know like this is kind of just open. We got to get something here. So let's get another maintenance facility. Staff center. Actually, it'll be cool. Let's get one of these instead. So we have a marketplace area. There's 2 giant buildings like this. I'd like to put these maybe kind of right there. And then I could just kind of hide this on the other side. This maintenance facility. So let's just put this right next to it. And then obviously we'll need some paths for this. Let's get, I guess these are both kind of staff facility ones. So I'll just get maybe medium-sized ones. And then over here, we'll just get a couple of paths. Nothing too fancy. Stegoseratops coming to the park. So here they, oh, here's one of them. Look at these things. Honestly, that's more terrifying to me than the Spinoraptors. Well, maybe not. You never know. But we have a marketplace now. So let's get some power to this guy. And in fact, we could probably just replace this with a station. And now we have power. Let's take a look at this. I'm actually quite curious. So view the dinosaur marketplace. So we can literally just order dinosaurs. It tells you if it's a good price, if it's a bad price. This is probably just average. And I guess people just make their own dinosaurs. Like, this is cool. And you can literally see what all these dinosaurs look like. Of course, it costs $50,000 to refresh the list. What else is there? Are there any like crazy unknown herbivore? And it's got a 91% like. I feel like, should we get that? 6 males? Let's maybe hold off on this. We have very limited money currently, so we need to be a little bit careful. Otherwise, things that are bad will happen.
Animal has a number of distinctive and iconic features of other dinosaurs.
Let's go check out this Stegoseratops.
Designed and engineered to
look at these
appeal to
things.
the masses, and oh boy, does it!
Oh boy, does it! Stegoseratops. So it's literally Stegosaurus mixed with the Triceratops. So we're having another one coming in here. Let's get this nice and taken care of. So they actually need more area. So let's try and get them a little bit more. Yet they literally just have like all of this. And that's kind of it. We also need somewhere for these guys to be seen. So let's just get a viewing gallery. Maybe a viewing dome. What could we do? That'd be cool if we could like put this into the mountain like this. Would that be cool? Let's see if we can do that. Let's get them right down in there. So let's flatten this out just a little bit. Just this little section, if we can. Let's I'll fix this in a little bit here. Let's just kind of get a little bit more area. And honestly, we could get them quite a bit more area. Actually, let's back that off. I don't want to ruin all that. But we could just go into the mountain here a little bit. As well as this. Of course, the Stegoseratops is completely in the way. Okay, let's get our viewing thing down here now. Honestly, if we could put this like right in the middle, that would be kind of cool. And then maybe a viewing... I guess we'll need an entrance for this. Let's just put our entrance right there. Nice and easy. Nothing too spectacular. And then honestly, that's probably pretty good viewing. And then we'll need a little path for this as well. We will also need to complete our tunnel connection. There we go. And now we need some power for this. Okay, we got these guys coming in. Let's just get some power right here. I think that might even be close enough. Little power station. Perfect. So now people can come here and view them. Oh, of course these guys are in the way. Can I wonder if I can get some water in here. And kind of just do it around them, I guess. Let's get some deep water for these guys. A little bit of water over here. And let's kind of fill in this area a little bit as well. And then yeah, let's kind of just keep as much area down here as we can. Cover, where's our area? The area's actually not bad. I could probably do a little bit better. Let's maybe flatten out just this area. Power outages, that is not good. So let's flatten this out a little bit. And that'll just kind of give them a little bit more room to breathe here. Kind of just smooth that out a little bit. Okay, how is that? A little bit better. Okay, let's get some cover for these guys. They like basically anything. Let's get this East Asian one. Let's get some trees in here. Maybe in here as well. And then we can get some trees up here. Let's get as much cover as we can. They actually require quite a bit of cover. Insufficient funds? Oh my gosh, we are completely out of money, aren't we? Oh, bankruptcy. Bankruptcy. I'm just gonna quickly add some more money. There, we have unlimited money now. We are here to build an excellent park. We're not here to be bankrupt by some measly trees being put in. So yeah, it's kind of covering that, but let's just kind of cover this up a little bit more. And kind of just enclose this a little bit. Get some trees up here as well. Okay, what else do these guys need? Of course, we have undiagnosed ailments. Cover is doing a little bit better. We need some ground fiber. So let's get a little bit of that. A little bit of ground fiber up here. We actually need quite a bit of this stuff. Honestly, let's just get rid of this entire mountain. Like, it's just kind of, they need the space. So let's just see if we can flatten this out. Kind of like this. We could keep a little bit of it. But honestly, let's just kind of go like that. Make a little dome. That's a lot better. And now they have even more space to run around. Area. In fact, they didn't give us a whole lot more, but let's get a little bit more ground fiber in here, maybe even up here a little bit as well. And then, oh my gosh, we need like a lot of this stuff. We also need some ground fruit for them. How are they doing for water? So they actually just barely have enough water. How could we expand this a little more? I can't do anything with these. I don't think. No, I can't. I could maybe expand into this area and give this to them. Let's maybe do that. Let's expand into this area. Let's go just throughout here. Of course, we have terrain issues already. Okay, I might have to flatten all of this actually. Bear with me. Let's flatten all this real quick. And then we can kind of go in here and open it up. There we go. Now we can come all the way out here and get them a ton more room. And honestly, we might as well just really open this up and get a ton of extra room for these guys. And then I could have a bunch more dinosaurs. Let's kind of just go like that. Go up here and enclose it into there. Okay, there we go. Protesters, let's do an educational campaign. We'll lose a little bit of money, but that should be fine. Okay, there we go. And now I kind of want to get, or not kind of want to, I need to get this kind of accessible and traversable. Let's see if we can fix this. Oh gosh. I don't think they can really get up here. I'm going to quickly just demolish those and see if I can mess with the earth here. Now let's just take a small radius. Still make sure we have enough room for our fence. No, that's pretty much as good as we can really do. Okay, let's see if we can fix this. Yeah, there you go. And then you can kind of take this tool and smooth all of that out. Kind of just like that. See, now they should be able to get up there. That's perfect. And now we need to flatten this out a little bit still to get a fence over there. So we'll see if that kind of works. We'll just flatten this out as much as possible. Okay, let's see if that works. They still have a little... I could probably make this a little bit better. Kind of just like that. That's perfect. Okay, let's see if we can get our fence in here now. And then we can go all the way up here, connect to there. Perfect. Okay, that looks so good, actually. That's a lot more traversable area. Let's speed this up. Make sure that fence gets fixed. And then we need to do like a tour over here so they can actually see all of this. Yeah, I kind of like this valley. It goes down, it goes back up. There's some water over here. It definitely looks nice. So let's take a look at these guys. Let's make sure they're nice and happy. If I can find one. Okay, they're up here. Oh, they're not happy actually. So we don't have any data on these guys right now. Let's get a ranger post. First of all, so let's just get one of those right there. Kind of right in there. Actually, I might move it a little bit more. Kind of tucked under. That's pretty much the same thing. Okay, let's get a ranger team on here. MBU team and a capture team. Kind of ready to go. And then we can come do some status checks on these here dinosaurs. We also have some status issues over here. Requires a status check, so I guess we got... Oh my gosh, we got some power issues as well. That's probably not good. So let's connect back up to there, and I think that should fix that. Now we got some status checks coming. Is everything else doing pretty good? I think so. I could probably open this now. Let's see. Can we activate that? There, now we got some profits. We got some t-shirts. I probably want to appeal to some more fossilized. This is pretty good. Fossilized teeth. Or playsets. Let's do playsets. That's like 51%. And then we can get some better stuff. So go couches and display cabinet. Now we're profiting pretty good. And maybe a fish tank. That'll make people pretty happy. Profiting 10,000. That's better than nothing. Even though we have unlimited money now. I wish you could just add more money so then you can still kind of reconfigure that. But there you go. Got a nice little centerpiece. This is actually looking pretty good. I gotta do something more with this lagoon though. Like it needs something else. Let's maybe see what we can do with our fossils. It's currently at 75%. That's actually pretty good. Let's go with this. And I'll see if we can get it to 100. That'd be kind of cool. As far as our other dinosaurs, like, I mean, what's next? Like, let's see, species carnivore. Duration cost. Let's do something real expensive. Is there anything like real expensive? What about this? So, Gigantosaurus. That's definitely on our list. T-Rex. Albertosaurus. Let's go with like maybe Gigantosaurus. I feel like that'd be kind of cool. Let's get that. Let's go ahead, get that going. And our science center needs some maintenance. So honestly, I might need to get one of these things, a maintenance post. Let's just put that right next to there. And then get a maintenance team coming to do that. So there they go. They should be able to come. That thing is currently on fire. So that definitely needs some maintenance. Hopefully we can get that going. Oh, we also haven't done this. So storm defense, additional bays. Might be kind of nice. Sure, let's do that. So that's our science center. We can get lots of stuff. So extraction capacity. Increases simultaneous soft fossil extraction capacity from 10 to 17. Fossil storage, cheaper research, faster research, extra scientist. Let's maybe do that in case we need it, and then we could do extraction capacity. Just let's upgrade these. Storm defense, improved yield. There we go. Actually, I wonder if you can get another one. Extra scientists, faster transit, cheaper expeditions. No, there's nothing you can do about that. So that is fine. Okay, we have a nursery that we can get. So increase total juvenile population to 6. Okay, let's actually do that. We have 10 minutes to do it, but obviously we will not be able to get that done in time. Let's just get a medium, I think a medium nesting area for these guys. Let's just put that, be somewhere nice and kind of enclosed. Let's create a plan and let's see if we can get whoa. Where are they all? I don't know if I can breed these guys actually. They might need a smaller one. No valid dinosaurs. Okay, let's see if we can get a smaller one. Oh no, they're all females, that's why. Okay, well never mind. We can get our trees back. These guys, I think, yeah, they have some issues. Let's fix these guys. So area, they should have enough area. They can traverse all the way through there. Actually, no, they can't. Shoot, it says they can't get up that hill. Are you kidding me? Okay, we might have to fix this. Let's do this, lower our radius and see if we can get them able to traverse this. I'm gonna get rid of a bunch of these trees. I'm gonna get rid of some trees just so we can really nail down what these guys need. Okay, that might be good now. Let's see. No, they still can't. I'm gonna try and widen this a little bit. Let's just get rid of like these two fences. And then I might be able to do something with this. Okay, that's actually, I wonder if that's traversal. Let's see. Nope, they still don't have enough room to get up there. Well, I don't know how to help these guys. I wonder if this is the problem. See if we can kind of flatten this. I don't know. Let's kind of try that. I feel like that might work. Give them some more area and then let's enclose this, see if that works. Okay, we got that fenced in. Let's see if they finally have enough room. Not really. Okay. Let's just get them some more ground fiber and maybe cheat the system over here. So let's get... They need more cover. They definitely need some more ground fiber. So let's get a bunch more of this stuff. And let's just kind of start with that. Obviously, we don't want rocks in there. Oh, and it only counts for the area that they can actually traverse. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to tranquilize these guys. I'm going to move them into a new place. So let's go ahead and get a new sanctuary here. Let's make this as big as we can. Because I'm only doing this once. Oh, we got a bit of a hill issue here. So we got to flatten this. Let's just take that straight across. Just like that. Make it nice and flat. And then I think they should be okay. And we got lots of traversal issues with this side. Let's see if we can fix most of this land. And then hopefully we can get some fences here. So let's try again. Of course they're tranquilizing them now. Let's fix terrain too steep still. Let's just kind of get going around here. All the way over here. And then up and around here. Just make it as big as we can. Just so we don't really have any issues. I think those guys are just too large. Like they can't really traverse up that hill for whatever reason. So that is fine. We will just work with them as best we can. For whatever reason, I can't get them there. So I'm going to have to try and fix this. See if we can fix this area. Let's get going around and then hopefully we can kind of... Let's fix this area. Let's get rid of some of this water. And then we can redo this. So let's take this. Get it going in through here. Terrain too steep. Okay, we have some terrain issues there, so let's try and fix that. Okay, that should do the trick. Okay, perfect. That is perfectly enclosed now. A nice big sanctuary for these guys. And now we can get a ranger post. And I guess we maybe even have to get 2 of these. Let's get one there, one way over there, and add a couple of ranger teams throughout here. Since it is so big, and this can kind of just be our herbivore habitat. So let's tranquilize these guys. Where is our nearest? Here, we can add a task to them. Let's tranquilize them. Unfortunately, this habitat's just not gonna work. I gotta get something in here that would actually be able to move around. So let's see if we can get them fixed up. Let's get them tranquilized and moved over, and they might be a little bit happier that way. So they're gonna take quite a bit of time to tranquilize. No, tranquilize them up there. Oh, see, he fell. Oh my gosh. You trying to get these things killed? Okay, let's move these guys into their new habitat. They should be quite a bit happier, I'd say. Okay, that's good. How? Let's go to our fossils and get these guys a little bit. Oh, whoa. Gigantosaurus, that thing's huge. Let's get the Megalodon. Oh my gosh, we can literally just like do this now. That's crazy. Okay, let's do that. It's the lagoon areas. So cool. How is this guy doing? He's swimming around. Gonna jump up, bite that. I think he's probably pretty happy, hey? Yeah, he's got lots of space, so that's perfect. He's thriving until we release the Megalodon, and then he just eats it. Yeah, let's get those guys out of there. Let's get a new dinosaur for over here. Go to our hatchery. What can we get? Scorpius Rex. Let's get something cool. Like even an Indominus Rex would be kind of cool in there. What could we do? Indominus Rex, Indoraptor. I can't imagine they get along well with other animals. That would be pretty sweet. Let's do this. I mean, it's so cool, just black like that. Look at that thing. Let's get like the blue. I mean, the red's pretty scary. This one's like even more red. Okay, let's just go with like Yukon River. That thing's absolutely terrifying. Traits, let's make it as strong as possible. Like just an absolute beast. Thirst, appetite, lifespan we could probably raise a little bit, and resilience. Humility, let's just kind of leave all of that and get our Indoraptor. So 1.6 or 1.9 million. Let's complete that task. Get our Indoraptor, and I think he could probably go in that habitat, which is exciting. Okay, that's ready to go. Let's quickly select some eggs. So yeah, we can only get one, which is fine, I guess. Let's get this going. 2.7 million to get that thing. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. The other thing is we could probably get something in here. Like, should I put a habitat in here? I mean, I don't have any viewing areas. Let's get like a hot air balloon tour or something. Like, I feel like that'd be pretty cool. Or a zip line. Where can I put a zip line? Maybe right across here. Or, I mean, where could we put a zip line? We can't really. I think over top of this thing would be pretty cool. We don't really have access to that side though. Okay, zip line might not be it. Let's try a hot air balloon tour. So this can pretty much just start anywhere. And we pretty much don't have any more space here. Man, we need to. I might even get rid of this whole habitat. If I could expand into this side, I feel like I need to do that. I'm completely out of. Okay, let's get our hot air balloon tour right here. Right next to the mountain. We need power for this. So honestly, let's just get one of these. get some power, and then we need to get our tour kind of set. We still have 82. Yeah, that thing's basically lasting everything. Let's edit our route. So we're gonna start going this way over our monorail, over top of this, all the way, maybe even over the ocean would be kind of cool, but let's go maybe kind of like this, over top of our lagoon. Nice long tour if we can. And then back to there, connector right there. So that should be ready to go now. We have a hot air balloon tour. That's gonna look, we need to figure out how to like expand this. I mean, we could use the monorail. We could use the monorail, couldn't we? We certainly could. I mean, we have this set up. I could also expand into here. I should do that actually. We have lots of these buildings. I could probably expand going that way, but for now, let's get our Indoraptor. Let's release him into the wild. Into here. Let's just put him... It says I can deliver him there. Let's just try him there. And then they should be able to get him over there. Okay, yeah, we need to figure out where we want to have this kind of go. I could have them walk through here, but that's kind of... I might have to move these buildings, to be honest. What do we have? A control center, large power station. That can probably stay there. And then our staff area. Okay, let's, I'm gonna oh, that's not gonna be good, actually. Staff center can stay. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. These little power stations I'll get rid of. And that may, actually, let's keep that. This stuff I might actually keep here, but if I can just get a path going this way, I feel like that might be decent. I might even move our expedition center to this side. Let's just put that there. And obviously we'll need power going to that. What do I want to do here? Let's expand our little pond area. Just kind of going into here. And maybe even like that. I feel like that'd be pretty cool. Maybe a little bit more deep water down here. Actually, let's keep that. I think that looks pretty good. And yeah, I need to get this up and running. I don't love the way this is kind of... I might have to move our power station. So let's just demolish that for now. And this will be a problem just for a little bit. Okay, let's get this. A nice large one. And let's get this going right off of here. And then I could have a brand new... Actually, this is kind of wonky, isn't it? Let's fix this terrain. So let's just smooth that a little bit, as well as this. Okay, that should be good. And now I can continue on. Let's get going into this side. I think that should be good. And then now we can get some facility paths going this way. Let's get just a medium one. And then we can connect right to there. That should be just fine. And then we need some power over here. So obviously let's get our large power station ready to go. And this could probably just go right on the corner like that. And then we can get some pylons. I guess we'll need some power over here, but let's get this just kind of going across here. We can connect to there. And then I'll just take this up, connect to there. That should be good. Oh, we need a path first. That is probably why. Okay, that takes care of all that power now. In fact, if I can eliminate this, let's see if I can make this a little bit better. Okay, going right across to there. No, let's just kind of, let's go right there and then there. That should be fine. And then we also need a substation. You also have a large substation. Whoa. Should I be using that? I could do that, actually. No, I think just a small one might be fine over here. We just need it like literally right there. Connect to there. Now we have power. And no teams assigned. Oh, our maintenance thing. So let's assign somebody to there. Okay, that's a lot better. And now they can just come through here. And now we can expand into this area. So I'm going to get rid of a bunch of these trees. So let's get our radius. I want to get rid of some of the trees just so we can see what we're working with as far as terrain goes. So it's actually quite smooth over here. We have like a kind of a, this is actually really cool. What I might even do is create more water in here. I'm going to take this back. Maybe 2 just to there. And then I'm going to get our path coming off of here instead. And then maybe kind of just like that. And then I can go out this way. Just like that. We got some fascinating music. Actually, that probably means that, yep, our Indoraptor got out. Oh no. Okay, where's our emergency shelters? I need to get everybody. Oh no, everybody's in them. Okay, we'll stay in them, sorry. I think I had everybody in there. I'm like, the park seems empty. And this guy hasn't done anything. Why has nobody come to tranquilize this thing yet? That's what I would love to know. That's our expedition center. We have a capture team, so let's take this thing out. And we may have to replace this fence. I don't think it broke a fence. Like, what did it even do? I don't think it did. I'm just gonna take that back to there. I don't know what it even did, so I might have to replace all of these fences with a heavy fence. Otherwise, I think it can escape, unfortunately. So let's just replace all of these. And then I don't think it should be able to climb that. Oh, we lost power to this too. I think that was probably the issue. So this one actually doesn't even need power. So I think it should be a little bit better for us. Okay, just like that, connected there. That should be a little bit better. And then we can get power over here again. This one is low health. For whatever reason. Yeah, I gotta get these guys a little bit happier. Okay, let's make them happier first of all. So they need more ground fiber. Let's get some more of that. Actually need quite a bit more, so let's just start with like all of that. Just get them. Apparently they need a lot of ground fiber to eat. And now we need ground fruit. This one has both actually, and now we need some water. So let's just get maybe some water back in through here. Maybe a little bit over here as well. I don't like that. That should be enough. They should be nice and happy with that. They could probably use a little bit more cover as well. So let's just get a little bit of cover. Kind of just like there. And then I'll fill in this area. Let's make sure we can actually see. Let's kind of just fill this in a little bit. There, that should be a lot better. Okay, how are they doing? Injured, sprain. So we might have to take, let's see, cause, send MVU to medicate. Got some hookworms, so that's not good. We also need some more ground fiber and more ground fruit again. So let's just get, this has ground fiber and ground fruit. So let's do that. There, they're nice and happy now. They should do just fine in that area. Okay, is this ready to go now? I'm gonna put the Indoraptor. There he is. Let's get him in there. Speed this up and see if this kind of works. I'm kind of hoping some version of it works. Let's see if we can get him over there. Here he comes. He's coming up. And then let's actually get think yeah, let's get this going. Let's begin that task. And I think our Megalodon is ready to go. So let's synthesize our Megalodon 100%. That's amazing. Let's make this thing look absolutely insane. Let's go like, oh, that's actually pretty scary. Just like black. Even like that blue would be sweet. Yeah, let's do like that. Then the females can be red. Okay, that's actually pretty sweet. Let's make these guys good fighters because they all need all the help they can get. And let's save that and begin that task. So I don't know how many we're going to get out of that. I guess we'll have to see, but there they go. They're going to start working on that. Is our Indoraptor in its new enclosure yet? Almost. Here it comes. Getting a little bit closer. Touchdown. Okay, we need a status check. So here they come for the status check. Hopefully they can't just escape again. That'd be a little bit annoying. Let's actually just grab one of these guys. I'll just send one of them to go do a status check. Here they go. I wish you could do a status check just with your helicopters. That'd be a little bit easier. Or a lot a bit easier. Okay, here they come. Let's do a status check. Hopefully they can actually get down here with their truck. Yeah. Oh, they have no problem doing that. They're just ripping down here. Okay, status check. How are they doing? So 4 environmental issues. They still... I guess they're slowly exploring this. Yeah, they just need to explore it maybe. I think it should be able to get up there. Yeah, it totally can. So it's going to get quite a bit more area. It's able to go up there.
Please be advised that our weather forecasts predict an incoming hurricane.
Incoming hurricane, that's not good. So yeah, now they have a lot more space that they can traverse.
Some infrastructure damage.
Let's get everything else that it needs first. So they need prey. They need 2 of those, so let's get them a little bit happier with that. Need a little bit of prey there. Let's get one over here as well. What else do they need? I guess we need another one for some reason. It didn't really let it. So let's get one up here too. Slower fix the shelter immediately. Okay. We have some bad weather coming in, which is not good. We need some barren. We need a couple other things. So let's get some pasture. That should make them fairly happy. There are rocks up here. Oh my gosh, how the heck?
You should really try and mimic the natural environment.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well I guess these guys can just escape. That's insane. Okay, we need to go capture him. And we need a defense again. Well, he let himself back in, I guess. Okay, we might have to... I think we had the right idea with the other fence. Let's go tranquilize this guy. While we're tranquilizing him, we have a bunch of issues with all of these guys. So our MBU team should be coming over. Yeah, here they come. Nope, that's Ranger team. Feeders. How come we don't have an MBU op for that? Maybe it just can't reach it or something? Let's actually smooth all of this out. Up to there. Let's see if that kind of fixes the issue. Interesting. Okay, might actually have to demolish that. Get a new one. Oh, that's why. I think I got rid of my MBU. Shoot. Okay, we're gonna have to get that again. We need a control center.
Ladies and gentlemen, the hurricane has now...
Paleo building. So let's get one of these. And I'll fix this in just a little bit. I think let's get one of these if we can. If we can fit it somewhere. That would be nice. Let's maybe just get it kind of tucked in here. Let's just put this like right. Can I put it right under there? Yeah, it's fine. Kind of just removes that pillar. But that is a-okay. And then we can get just a path for that. Let's make sure place is turned off. Let's go just a medium path. Okay, there we go. We also need some power for this. This might actually be a good time to get a large substation. So I think I might replace... Let's maybe just put one right there. And then I can get rid of this one. And I think that should act a lot better for us. There. Now we have a paleo.
Needs fixing.
And we should be able to get these guys taken care of now. Okay, here they come. They're going to take care of all of them. Yeah, this thing's tranquilized. Let's quickly fix all of this. I think that should be good. Okay, we got those replaced, and now I think we also need to get a ranger post way over here. We already have one over here. Let's maybe get MBU team on here. Then we need to get this set up as well, because I don't think it's set up. So let's get that. Capture team, get all of the necessary things. And now we need to do a status check on this again. So hopefully, since this is powered now, they won't be able to escape. I guess we'll kind of have to see. Maybe nothing can hold it. All of these animals have bone fractures, which is interesting. Oh, from the storm. So tranquilize. Okay, we need to tranquilize these guys. So let's, I think just this one and this one. Okay, we can tranquilize that one. Then once we get it, we can, oh, that one is already tranquilized. Okay, perfect. Now we can move those to our paleo facility. There we go. And now we can get somebody on there, get them fixed up. What other buildings do we need? Response facility. We also need a staff center. So let's quickly get one of those. And I could probably even get one of those maybe right here. Let's just get our staff facility right there. That should be just fine. Then we can just connect that. Okay, staff's facility, that's good. What else did we delete? I think, yeah, we need a control center, visitor center. Let's maybe get one of these here. That should be just fine. Got a control center. I think that's pretty much everything. Now, well, I guess, yeah, our Indoraptor is over here. Do we do a status check on this thing yet? Reducing guest approval. Ooh, that's not good. Come on, come do a status check. Here he comes. At least he should be. There's one way over there. Okay, this guy is ready for transportation. So let's take him back into their enclosure, and then we can take this one and get them into here once they get rid of that. I guess we gotta pick that one up first. That's close. That monorail is like right next to that. Okay, we're gonna pick that up. I love how smooth that is. Like it just drops right down, picks them up, and then it's done. Okay, this guy also has a bone fracture, so let's get them over here. And I think that's it. I think that should be all. Now, oh my gosh. Okay, this thing just literally can't be contained, I guess. Like, what? How do you... Is that like... I don't think it's electrified. No, both of them are not even electrified. We need an electrified fence. A large electrified fence. This invisible fence...
Looks like a sprain is slowing this animal down. Would make it easier
yeah,
to
it's
handle,
got a sprain.
That's no way to treat our animals. Let's get a medical team out.
Like, too close. What's this invisible one? I want to see... Like, we need power for all of this. I kind of want to just see. Okay, that gives us power. What the heck does the invisible fence look like? I need to see that. It's a level 6 fence, so I mean, it should be fine. It's probably in the movie, and I just haven't even seen that yet, so. Maybe it's on my bucket list. Okay. We got those kind of ready to go. We need power for all of this, I think. I'm assuming. Let's just tranquilize this thing again. And then I can maybe move it over. Yeah, they're building all that, so I'm kind of curious to see how that'll even work. Okay, now that that's done, let's transport it over to here. Then yeah, we need power for all of this. So I'm interested to see how that works. Okay, let's see if we can replace all this now. Okay, these are also injured. So yeah, they got some issues. What else do we... Let's release our Megalodon really quick. Let's select some eggs. Let's get this ready to go. Let's get a male just so it's nice and strong. Begin incubation. And let's get that thing ready to go. Let's also get... I think our fossils. Yeah, we got no more fossils. So let's go to our... Where the heck is this thing? Our hatchery. So Gigantosaurus. This thing's absolutely crazy. So we can only get females. That thing's so crazy. I might actually see if I can do another expedition over there. And it is over here. So let's send them to do that again. Okay, that should be good. Let's fix this area. So I had imagined a nice water canal in here with maybe some deep water kind of up here. Let's get some deeper water. And then some water down here as well with a nice waterfall. Maybe actually, let's free up a little bit of space in the middle for some trees. Let's just get some room for a nice big waterfall. Actually, let's take this even further here. I want our waterfall to be like right in here. Just like that. Maybe even a little bit wider. Okay, we can get one there. I want to get one even... Yeah, a nice big one. Okay, that's perfect. Exactly what we're looking for. We can get some deep water in here. Maybe some more shallow water. Kind of just around here. And then let's grab this tool and flatten out some of this area. Kind of just like that. And then we can smooth it a little bit. Kind of just like that as well. Okay, I think that should look pretty good. I might even do a little bit more deep water in here. Then we can smoothen this a little bit as well. Okay, that looks pretty good. I wanted a nice big set piece with our water, and now we can put some trees in here. Get some rocks along there. Oh, that just looks so good. I just love the way that looks. And then we can kind of fill in some rocks up here as well. Kind of just fill in the area. Let's keep this semi-open just so they can actually see all that water. And then we can get a little bit more along the edge here. Kind of just like that. Make it look nice and natural. A couple of rocks at the bottom. Okay, that looks a lot better. And then let's maybe paint our cliff here. Let's go cliff. Kind of like that. And then we can get some trees on the bottom of that. That looks look a lot better. Okay, I like that. And then I'd like to get some water over here as well. Maybe just like a nice little pond area. Kind of like that. Then you can get some stuff in here as well. Make it look real nice. Love the terrain tools in this game. Okay, now this opens up a whole new can of worms to us. We could build out into this area. We could go over here. Let's see what we can do with our terrain. We do have all of this to work with, so let's kind of take all of this and flatten it out just to create some more room for building. And then I can have a habitat over here. And I might even just take our path and get going right to the end. So let's just go right to the end like that. And maybe smooth that out a little bit. Lots of smoothing to work with. Okay, and then I could get a habitat in here. I don't know what I would put in it, but I guess let's just work on... Okay, this guy's also ready for transport. Let's quickly take care of him, or her, sorry. And let's, we're still... Oh my gosh, I have no idea how to, like... Why don't we have power? That goes all the way back. Maybe we just don't have power usage. Okay, we actually didn't upgrade this yet. Okay, let's see if that helps.
Assets in the air.
Maybe that helped. Yes! There we go. Now it's ready to go. It's completely enclosed. This guy is a danger to everything, so it's got decent area. Let's just get it ready. Just we need some pasture. We'll definitely need some pasture in throughout here. And of course it hasn't explored over here, so it can't get any more pasture. Let's just kind of put it down. Should be nice and happy. And then we'll also need some more water. So maybe put a little bit of water up here. And then kind of this area as well. A little bit of water up there, and then also some more water down here might be nice. Now that we won't need... Oh, they tranquilize him. Oh, poor little guy. Okay, he should have lots of water. Oh, he's gonna be nice and happy, so long as he does some exploring. Not enough space. He will find space, pasture, all of that good stuff. He needs more barren though. So let's maybe get him some more barren. Maybe put some of that along here. Maybe some barren up here. And up here as well. I kind of like the invisible. Like, it makes the guests just absolutely freak out, probably. Let's do that. And let's see if we can soften this up a little bit. Let's smooth this. Just like that. Okay, that looks a lot better. And then I'll probably need to free up a little bit of space here. So let's just reduce our radius tool. Let's smooth this just so we can kind of walk around that way. Then he should be able to get around there too. Okay, there we go. I don't know where he went. This guy's trying to do some crazy stuff. He's really using that quad to its maximum capabilities. I like to see it. Status check there. Okay, I think this guy should be nice and happy. We're still tranquilizing those things. Major fracture here, so yeah, from the stores. So let's tranquilize him and take care of him really quick here. Honestly, we need another response facility too, probably. Let's get one for over here. I could probably put a response facility, maybe even just back here. Might be just fine. And let's just connect back up to there. We're gonna need some power over here, of course. So let's get our power. A couple of pylons. And then we can just come right off of here. Let's maybe just cross here. And then I can go the long way. And then I'd like to get a large substation if we could. Maybe just like right there. Okay, that should be good. Let's get a couple more little areas in here. Yeah, we can get... I mean, I don't think I could get too much in here. I don't know what... Let's maybe get some more amenities over here instead. Let's get like maybe a medium drink amenity. That can go right near the water. Maybe kind of just like that. And let's get some gift shop. Let's do a food amenity as well. Make sure we get our Asia one. And let's get that maybe right there. And then I might have to move this thing. This is pretty ugly. Or at least get going around with our pylons. Let's just demolish that, and then we can take our pylons, go a little bit further around this way. That's a little bit better at least. Let's do that. In fact, let's delete that just really quick, and then I can get our food one a little bit further over. Kinda just like that. And then as far as our path, I mean, what we could do is just take a large path and get going all the way around like this and just connect to there. And then maybe a medium one just for some nice contrast. Just like that. So now we have some amenities over here. They are operational, so people can come over here, which is great. We'll probably need a storm shelter somewhere. So let's release our guests. Why don't we? Oh my gosh, they've literally been sitting inside of the shelter this entire time. So let's open this up. Let's allow our guests to come out, and this guy is ready for release. Let's see our Megalodon come out here. You're gonna see the shark fin, maybe? Nope, here he comes. Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, I'm so curious to see what's bigger. I mean, that's pretty big. Oh my gosh, that thing's huge.
The Megalodon has existed in every ocean in the world. But
honestly, it might be
prefer
bigger.
Warmer climates like a lot of other prehistoric animals.
That's
It's
crazy.
A true lunch.
Yeah, I don't want to be a hot lunch. So they got good area, open water. We need some more sharks to eat. These guys might fight, honestly. What's bigger? Okay, Mosasaurus might have it, but this thing's just beefy.
And any unstable
Okay, let's get
the courage to face its implications. You're going to need to be brave.
Let's get some more shark feeders here.
At the very least, cowardly but efficient.
Let's get one over there, maybe.
Honestly, I'd be happy either way.
Okay, they're nice and happy now, at least. These guys, cohabitation issue, they're not very happy with that. They might even fight here pretty soon. Honestly, Megalodon might have it beat. Let's take a look at this thing, like... Oh man, it kind of swims along the surface. That thing's crazy huge. Like, look at that compared to a regular great white shark. Like, are you kidding me? If I can never zoom out to it, like, look at that. That's a little bit bigger. And obviously the Mosasaurus, so they're not very happy with the cohabitation. So hopefully we can kind of fix that issue. What's going on here? It looks like a broken down vehicle, so let's buy a new one. Okay, that's good. Oh, these guys are gonna fight. Let's watch this. Nope, they're just kind of rubbing on each other. Sisterly love. Okay, let's get something over here. Like, we got some shops over here. It's kind of just like a beautiful little area. Let's get a habitat here if we can. Let's go with a classic gate, and this could probably just go like right here. And then we'll just need, you know what this area needs to be? We need one of these things. So let's go to our guests. Or I think it's our, where's that little area? Yeah, dinosaur encounter, amphitheater, not quite that. Or I think it might be that, I don't know. Not operations. I honestly think it's your dinosaur encounter. We also need a restroom over here, so let's get one of these. Restroom could probably go like right there.
Ladies and gentlemen, our restroom is now open to use.
And then emergency shelter, let's just put this back there. Just like that. Okay, that's good. People should be able to come over here now. We have a bathroom. I could probably put some nicer trees in here maybe. Kind of enclose this a little bit, make it look a little bit nicer. Okay, that looks pretty good. Okay, let's get this habitat ready to go. Let's get a heavy fence, maybe just like a large electrified fence. Maybe just like to there. And then I could get going over here and up this way. All the way. I mean, I don't want to go too far. Let's maybe just stop right there and get it going out this way. We'll keep all that water in the habitat. Yeah, let's just connect up there. That's actually a pretty big habitat. Let's get our little guest, what do you call it? Attractions. So our dinosaur encounter, it's too big there. Let's just go ahead and delete these. And then we can get our dinosaur encounter in here. Now let's just put it right there. Maybe right there.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can now touch, feed, and admire.
You can now touch the animals.
Up close at the
Let's just connect up like that. In fact, I don't really like that one. Let's fix that. Just like that. Perfect. Okay, now you can come into here. Let's get some small animals. Does this say what you can get? So an attraction that allows guests to feed and interact with small to medium-sized herbivores. Best for small herbivores, so let's maybe see if we can get some herbivores. We got some fossils. Let's do some of this stuff. Let's do that. That should get us pretty high. And now let's go on an expedition. So let's go herbivores. What is there a size difference? No, I don't really know. Stegosaurus. That's pretty medium. Let's get something that's like Gallimimus, Velociraptor. Oviraptor? Wait, what is that? It's a meat eater. It's a, what do you call that? An omnivore? Let's get that. That'll actually give us a lot of different dinosaurs. So that'll be good. And then yeah, we can put them in here. Hopefully they're decently sized, so they shouldn't cost too much for space. Let's get this in here. We can add a ranger team. Yeah, there we go. Okay, perfect. I'm excited to see this thing in action. That'll actually be pretty cool. We got some amenities over here, making good use of this side of the park. I think that looks a lot better already. So we got some fossils here. We'll sell all that stuff. Is this our Oviraptor? It looks ridiculous. We got Gallimimus. Those things are pretty cool. Oh, these are cute. I feel like they could be pet. Let's do that, and then we also have Velociraptor. Let's get the rest of this ready. And then we can finish the rest of that. Do another expedition. Let's get some other little herbivores. So what do we have over here? We got Triceratops. That's pretty cool. Let's go Brachiosaurus. That would be pretty cool. Let's actually do that. That would be quite neat. Okay, we haven't had any fights between these guys yet. This one's nice and happy. Let's maybe get another one in here. Let's get another Megalodon. I love that noise. That's crazy. Let's get another one of those. Let's get another Mosasaurus. What do we have actually, first of all? Do we have, are they both males? Yeah, that one's a male, that one's a male. So if we get 2 females, that'll kind of be good. Okay, they're ready to go. Megalodon. Let's get a female. And another female. Perfect. Okay, there we go. Maybe we can just release those at the same time. Yeah, let's fill up this area. We got our little breeding station over here. And whoa, can I mate them? No way. I can? I might have to mix them and see what they look like when I get the females in there. That's actually so cool. I absolutely love this park. This is so cool. You know what I could do? I could probably put a thing in here. Couldn't I? I could probably put a little rail station in here. Maybe connect it. I could literally put it right there. Ooh, okay, I might have to actually do that. Let's demolish this thing. And of course, I'll have to redo that. And let's get this instead. Put it that way. Obstructed by that pylon. Okay, let's move that. And let's see if we can get this. Okay, let's just put that there. And then I'll have to move this as well. Let's see if we can put this somewhere else. Maybe just like... maybe even like this, actually. Would that kind of work if I tuck it right there? Before we do anything, let's make sure we connect our pylons back. Let's connect to there. Oh, that's obstructed now too. Okay. Okay, let's demolish that. And then we could do that. Okay, perfect. That gets us power there. That gets us power there. And now we need a path for this, for it to be ready to go. So let's just take this up. Do that, and then we can get a small path. Connect there, and now we have power again. Perfect. Okay, nice. We added another monorail station over here, so that should be great. Where is all of our guests? Do we not have any? We have 50 guests? How do we get them back? Oh, this is not good. Where's all of our guests? Are they in the what do you call it? Open all shelters. Oh, shoot. Okay, how do we get these guys back? We need to figure that out. Okay, here they come. They're coming back now. People are coming back. Which is great. Okay. Okay, now we have 1,000 guests. So they're all coming back. Okay, awesome. I don't know what went wrong, but it did. Okay, let's get these guys. Let's release these. Let's skip that. And let's go ahead and release this one as well. There we go. Now we can release both of them at the same time. We'll see. Speed it up a little bit. See if they'll release that one. Yeah, here he comes. Boom. There he goes. Whoa. Look at this thing. It's got like markings on it. It's like glowing. That's actually kind of cool. Okay, let's do some... if I can ever get out of the water, let's do some mating here. So let's see if we can make this work. So a female Megalodon. Oh, shoot. You actually can't. And then there's no males? Wait, where are the other, Let's do a plan between you and you. They are not going to mate probably, but let's see anyway. Let's just see if they'll be able to do something. Yeah, we should have enough food. These guys are nice and happy, I think, eh? Yeah, they still have enough open water, lots of food, so that's good. Oh, look at this, the colors on that. That's so cool. So we got some fish in here. Let's get a couple more, actually. So we got some fossils. Let's quickly take care of this. We have some Diplodocus? Is that how you say that? Oh, Brachiosaurus, that's what I was looking for. So we have those guys if we want. I think I want some Brachiosauruses instead. Let's get some Brachiosauruses. And that should make them nice and healthy right away. And let's get some more fish. So let's go to marine. I don't know what these things are. Dunkelita, what do you call that? Yeah, let's try that. I don't know how big they are. Well, let's just try it out. Let's see what they look like. Look at this park. This is actually looking so sweet. Man, if you guys were along for a ride, if you made it this far, leave a like for the video. Definitely appreciate the support. I'm actually having fun with this game. It's pretty fun. I think it's a great improvement over the last one. Honestly, I like it. It's pretty sweet. It is a good little game. So we got this ready to go. They just need probably some big trees. We also need some small little guys in here. So let's go to our fossils. I think that's ready to go now. Whoa, look at these little things. Yeah, let's get that genome going. Yeah, let's try that out. There's pretty much nothing else I can do. I mean, they're gonna mate. There's nothing else I can really do on this side of the park. This guy, 2 environment issues. So what's he still struggling with? Area, burden. Yeah, I don't know. He can't get up there for some reason. Even though he totally can. He's literally gone all the way over there. I don't know. Weird. But he just is looking for something to hunt, which is fine. I haven't seen them try and escape through this, so it's just kind of cool. I'd be interested to see what that looks like. I'm sure we'll see it eventually. I wonder if I put a Spinosaurus in here, would that work? I'm gonna try it. Expedition. Piscivore, I think. Or yeah, let's see. Spinosaurus, let's try that. I want to get that thing. Megalodon breeding has finished. How the heck does that even work? 2 Megalodons breeding. That would be crazy. Okay, let's see what we can get here. So synthesize. We can get a Brachiosaurus, Spinosaurus, a Spinoraptor. We also have, yeah. Let's try, oh, we also have these guys, which are pretty cool. Let's get a Brachiosaurus. And see how many of those we can get.
Commencing synthesis procedure.
And then we might even have the genome to be able to get, where am I here? To get these little guys. So we got, how big are they? I mean, they're pretty big. Let's get some of those as well. I don't know how many I'll get. It's almost ready to go. Okay, let's select some eggs. So we can actually get 2. Let's get a male and a female. Oh, these are actually pretty cool. Okay, let's get somebody on there. Get that ready to be hatched or released. And then let's go on another expedition. Get some more fossils. Okay, there we go. Spinosaurus. And we could also get... yeah, no point in getting anything else. Okay, let's do that. I really want to see if that Spinosaurus will fit in with the Spinoraptors. I think it probably will. Okay, this area seems pretty bare. Let's get some trees, make it look a little bit nicer. Let's lower our radius. Let's kind of just fill this in. Again, we have a helicopter taking off here. Let's try not to get too close to that with trees. There we go. Let's kind of fill this in a little bit. Okay, nothing's come over here. We need some small little herbivores to come this way. Dinosaur threat. Oh no. What is it? This thing? Oh, whoa. We have a power chute. See, this is the problem. This is the problem with an only power, and it can just literally walk out. This thing's broken. So let's go ahead and fix that. It's like hardly even storming. What happened? Literally. Oh, I wouldn't even know where to begin. Okay. First of all, let's close. Let's close the shelters. Let's open the shelter, sorry. Allow people to run for their lives. We have power over here. Why don't we have power over here? Ah, I bet you that is why. Let's connect that, and then that should immediately repower all of this. Okay, there we go. Yeah, for some reason that power line just cut out on us. Okay, let's tranquilize him. Good thing nobody's over here. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's release these little guys. I want to see what they look like. Whoa, okay, they're actually pretty big too. They're no slouch. I can't imagine the other ones will be too happy they get released into here, but those are some funky looking things. Interesting.
Now that is one big fish, and the
They're
Dunkleosteus
huge.
is armored like a tank too. Oh, and get this, instead of teeth, it has 2 armored plates which can snap shut with more force than an Allosaurus bite. It's enough
See these
to make
plates?
you never swim again.
Yeah, no kidding.
Not that I swam much before.
That's insane. That would not be fun to be bit by. Okay. We have an injure here. So sprain. That one got sprained. I guess they must have fought. But I didn't really get the notification. Maybe they did. Yeah, they're kind of doing that. What else can I get for fossils? So I could... Yeah, I don't really need to get any more of those. Let's get some more Brachiosaurus, maybe. These things are so weird looking. I could get these things. Let's try that out. Okay, this thing needs to be fixed. Out of order. So we definitely need to fix that. Let's... Oh gosh. Yeah, let's just add a task.
Nature is amoral. Sometimes good, sometimes bad.
Oh, something died.
Sometimes triumphant, sometimes tragic. Of course,
This fish died.
the death of any
Yeah,
animal,
it got taken out.
let alone
He
one
didn't last very
displaced
long.
in history,
He got in a fight.
is always a tragedy.
That's sad. That is quite sad. So we gotta take him out. Go remove that one. That is quite sad. Dinosaurs fighting. Oh, we got some more fights going on here. Wait, did it just kill that one too? It
An
did.
animal on site has
Oh my
passed away.
gosh.
It's
Okay,
terribly
well they're
sad,
both dead
but
already.
we have a responsibility for
They didn't
those
last
that
very
still
long.
live. Let's remove the
So I guess we'll just remove them. Well, that's sad. That's just a little bit sad. We also need some maintenance over here. I think we need to get another maintenance post. Yeah, those are not being maintained. So let's get some maintenance on that. And we also need to get a maintenance post over here probably. So let's just put that there. And then they can maintain all of that as well. Okay, we need to get some cool dinosaurs in here. So we got a Brachiosaurus. Let's get a male. Let's get a female. We can only get one, unfortunately. Let's do that. And then let's also get something cool. Let's get maybe a... I don't think we got these yet. A Spinoceratops? Yeah, let's get that thing too. And then we can even do another one. So we also have the Diplodocus. Because, oh my gosh. So these guys are huge as well. So let's get them. And we can also get a Spinosaurus now. So these guys are huge. Compare that to our Spinoraptors. These guys are so cool. Oh, these guys are easily my favorite dinosaur in all of the movies. Scientist busy. I don't think we'll be able to get that done. But they've already finished some stuff, so now I think we can. Let's get a Spinosaurus. Wait, what? Let's just allow them to kind of finish up their stuff. Okay, now we can do that, I think. Okay, there we go. And these guys are ready for incubation. Let's get, yeah, I guess 2 females. Let's do that. And then these guys are also ready. We can only get 1. And I guess it'll just be a female because we can't get the males. So let's just do that. Okay, that's perfect. We're getting lots of dinosaurs ready to go here. In fact, these guys are ready for release, so let's airlift them into their new home. In fact, this is probably not nearly enough space for these guys. But I guess we'll kind of see. It might be enough. You never know. Oh, look at that. The helicopter with the trees. That's new. I feel like that wasn't in the last game. Like the wind from the propellers. That's really sweet, actually. Dinosaur ready for release. These guys are also ready for release. Let's actually get these guys over here. Let's get them over there. As well as these. This is ready for incubation, so let's get... I guess we'll have to get a female, which is fine. And let's do that. Okay, there we go. We are going to pick up all of these guys. We got a little bit of a lineup here, which they just automatically do. Let's take a look at these. What is this? This is our... Okay, our Spinoceratops.
Looks like me. The Brachiosaurus has a huge heart.
Oh my gosh, look at these things.
Dinosaur needs it just to get blood to the
That's
very
insane.
tip of its
Okay,
head
let's
and
get
tail.
this.
Whereas
We do have enough
I'm
area
just
for
that
them.
nice a guy.
So we need more
Did I
cover.
hear
We
someone
need
snicker
a
back
lot
there?
more tall nuts. So let's get some of that. Let's just fill up the entire habitat with tall nut. Kind of just like that. Let's even go a little bit bigger. Okay, that should be enough. Now we need some more cover. So let's lower this. Let's get some more cover over here.
Life began in the sea.
We also need to get some wetland stuff. So let's get some of that. Maybe a little bit of wetland up there. Some up here maybe. Make them a little bit happier. Okay, I think they should be decently happy. They got lots of food. They're still quite uncomfortable, so they actually need... Yeah, they need more wetland. Okay, let's get some more of that for them. So let's just go like... Let's get quite a bit more wetland. Okay, that makes them nice and happy, I think. 100% thriving. There we go. Okay, what else can we fit in here? We got some dangerous stuff going on here. I don't think anything is dangerous to us right now, so let's actually see if we can release these guys. Let's open our shelters. Let some people out. Nothing really happening here. Oh, see, this guy is... Yeah, let's get him back. Let's get him back into there. Okay, that's good. And is this our Spinoceratops? Yeah, look at that thing. What a beast. I think, let's see, are they pretty happy? Missing some water and some more pasture. Okay, let's make them nice and happy. So Let's start with some more water, maybe. Let's do some more water. That should be plenty, but we need some more pasture as well. We could probably get some over here. And, oh, it needs fish? Right, because it's a piscivore as well. Okay, well, I guess we'll need some fish. Let's just get one of those and one there as well. And now they should be nice and happy, I think. Cohabitation issue. We also have a storm. And in fact, I just released all of our guests. So they're not going to be very happy. So let's open up our emergency shelter again. We have an issue with power over here. So let's get our power fixed up. At least it kind of tells us where the issue is. Okay, right there. We're still doing pretty good. A lot of our buildings are storm-proof. Unreachable by guests. Why is that? Oh, it needs maintenance. Okay. Let's get a maintenance. We already have one. We should be able to maintain that. From environment issues. Okay, that's fine. Okay, we have a couple more eggs to be... So the Diplodocus is ready for release. So let's release them into here. Spinosaurus is also ready for release. Why is it saying that? Okay, that's fine. Doing a lot better now. I think they should do pretty well together. I think they should thrive. So we're going to take this thing. Oh my gosh, look how big that. I actually wonder which's bigger. This thing's more horizontal and this thing obviously stands tall. So we'll be interested to see what is bigger there. Let's take our Spinosaurus. And I am very curious to see how they do together. It's got to be like a Indoraptor versus Raptors thing, maybe. Could be interesting. Okay, we got our Spinosaurus coming over here. That thing is huge. I'm actually very curious to see how they're going to get along. I don't know if they will. They might end up fighting each other. But here we come, and we're about to find out. Let's lower him down. Okay, let's see here. Okay, touchdown. So we have...
Got a semi-aquatic legend on site now. The Spinosaurus is a menacing figure on land.
We might have a fight here already.
Its own in the water.
Yeah, they don't like each other.
Sail slicing through the waves as it approaches your boat.
Yeah, here comes a fight.
Feels like something out of a movie. Well, maybe also something out of a nightmare, huh?
So I guess they don't get along. We know that already. Oh my gosh, whoa. Spinosaurus is taking a beating here. I don't think it'll take much though. I think these guys will probably take quite a beating. Actually, I'm interested to see. 414. Okay, so 101 attack. What about our Spinoraptor? 126 attack. Are you kidding me? So this thing would lose. How can we make you happier? Cohabitations, they are not happy. So let's see if they end up surviving. I don't know. There's 3 of the Spinoraptors in here, so could be interesting. This guy's freaking out back here. The driving is just crazy in this game. Like, what are you doing, man? Absolutely crazy. Okay, we gotta fix this thing. Unreachable by guests. Why is it unreachable? Okay, let's get...
I'll fix up this damage, no problem.
Somebody to fix that. Let's go repair that. I think the tunnel is maybe broken or something. Okay, there we go. How's our Indoraptor doing? Is he, Oh, whoa. We have some power issues over here. It's gonna get released into the jungle. That might be fine, honestly. I actually don't even know where this thing is. Oh, there it is. This thing's literally on fire. Fire looks amazing, by the way. Yeah, we're gonna fix that. Here we come. Here's a little goat. See if we can fix this. Can't imagine the Indoraptor is going to be quite happy with that. So let's see if we can fix that.
This needs some work.
Okay, there we go. Got that fixed up. Okay, this is doing pretty good. A little bit of cohabitation issues here. They haven't fought yet, which is interesting. Oh, a baby Meg. Look at this thing. So it's basically the size of a regular shark. Oh my gosh. I'm surprised it hasn't been eaten yet. But let's look at compared to their mum. Aww. That's cute. That might even make the intro. That's so cute. Cute slash like terrifying. It's still huge. It's literally still the biggest shark ever. Oh, I think they just took out that shark. Yep, he's gone. At least half of it is. Okay, let's take a look at these guys. So we got them. I don't know if they have cohabitation issues. Missing tall fruit, so let's make them a little bit happier now. Tall fruit. Yeah, let's get some of that in here. Get some tall fruit. We also need to make sure we keep our wetland. Okay, we got tall fruit. Now we need more wetland. Okay, that should be fine. I mean, I got rid of some of that tall fruit, but let's just... Yeah, I'd rather have tall fruit than wetland, so let's go do that. Okay, there we go. They should be plenty happy. And then these guys. What's their problem? Cohabitation, discomfort. And missing tall nut. Yeah, they're not happy. They're not happy at all. He's gonna break this fence. That is not good. It likes it electrifying. Let's maybe get a couple more dinosaurs. What do we have here? Indominus Rex. We got these little guys. I want something small. Do we have anything small? Not really. Here's what I'm gonna do. I am gonna get some dinosaurs.
Let's deploy the drone.
And I'm gonna have a little battle royale to end this video. I know it seems insane, but I just want to see it. Like, we got Indominus Rexes. How do we not get those guys? We also have... Oh, actually, we should have modified the genome. Let's actually go back. Can I stop this or something? Discard all eggs. Discard those. I'm going to make them a little bit stronger. So Spinosaurus, let's modify this genome. Let's at least, with their combat, let's get them all as strong as they can be. And then, yeah, everything else we will leave. So let's begin that. Obviously, that'll take more effort. But that is fine. Let's get an Indominus Rex now. Female one and traits. Let's boost their traits. Okay, that should be fine. I want to change the cosmetic. Like a green one. Oh, that's sick. Okay, let's actually go with that. Let's save that. That's going to be quite expensive, but we do have the resources. And now we'll just have to wait to get some of our scientists back, so we can do a couple other things. Okay, these are ready for incubation. So they are very strong and fit. Let's do that, and then these we can also do. Can't change the gender, unfortunately. Okay, let's do that. The other thing we actually didn't get is our Giganotaurus. Or Giganosaurus. I don't know what it's called. I might get those as well. So we have those. Where are those? Yeah, these guys. I really want to test those out. I haven't seen them yet. So let's modify that genome. I think we'll probably get a male one. And he needs to be a cool color because he's probably going to win all the fights. Maybe like a red mixed with that orange color is actually pretty cool. And let's boost his traits. He is going to be a beast for us, so let's begin that task. And we do not have enough scientists. These are almost ready to go. They are ready for release now, and now we can get this guy. Yeah, there we go. Boom. Okay, these guys are ready for release. I am gonna wait, I think. Let's wait a little bit. We can actually get 2. Okay, let's get maybe 2 males. That'd be a little overpowered. Let's just get 1, just for the sake of the fight. Let's do that. And what else do we have here? It's got to be something cool. We got Indoraptor. I feel like they'd do decent. Spinoraptor, they might be alright. And we could even just take the other dinosaurs from the park as well. Like our Indoraptor, we could just take that one. Indominus Rex. I'm happy with that. Refuse. All scientists will be exhausted. Public rating. Okay. I think we are ready to go. So I'm going to send them... Honestly, maybe just even into here. Because our Spinosaurus is already in here. Health is a little bit low. And in fact, it might even just die right here. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, that thing just won that fight. Yeah, let's take that one out of there. These are already in here, so I'm just going to take... Here, let's do this. Let's tranquilize. This guy, wherever he is. Our Indoraptor. Tranquilize that thing, and then I can airlift all of these. Let's release all of them. We got our Spinosaurus. This is gonna be the new Indominus Rex. Or I probably could have just used this for that. I also kind of want to send these to their death. I don't know. Should I do that? They're not very happy in there anyway, so I probably could. Do we have a response facility? I am actually going to do that. So let's tranquilize these guys, and I want to get them in there as well. Okay, this guy's probably ready for transport. Let's get him over there. And now we can get our Indominus Rex. Let's put them in there. And then we can get our Giganotosaurus. Giganotosaurus. That's probably just more complicated than it needs to be, let's be honest. Okay, we got these guys. Let's airlift them over. As well as you. And we are going to see a battle royale. This is going to be quite interesting. We'll at least give them a nice little advantage. But look, here we go. We got our Spinosaurus coming in. Our Indoraptor is probably... Where's our Indoraptor, actually? So our new Spinosaurus is ready to go. Let's check out the new health of this thing. It's 152. That is quite a bit stronger. And of course, our power is down over here now. Okay, power has been fixed. Here's our Indoraptor. And then let's get our Giganotosaurus.
But allowing the animals to live in captivity.
Of course it will. See? That's why I'm doing this. Okay, this thing's already dead. So let's airlift him out of there. That's one down. I think our Spinosaurus just absolutely took it apart. Our poor little Spinoraptors. Their home is getting invaded. Where is our... Let's see. Can we see some animals here? Okay, there's our Indoraptor there. We're airlifting that thing out of there. I'm very curious to see what's going to win this fight. So here comes these things. Indominus Rex. These poor things. We're giving them as many advantages as we can before these things take them out. Yeah, they're not going to be very happy about this one. Indominus Rex, Spinosaurus. What's the strongest? 174.
The research it required.
So this guy's easily the biggest. These Spinoraptors, oh, not as good.
Now,
interesting. So they're about to fight. What about?
But the Indominus Rex itself still demands.
Indoraptor 138. Yeah, that thing's already dead pretty much. Yep. It's dead. Yep. Didn't stand a chance. Those poor little Spinoraptors. Here comes these things too. I'm very excited to see how big that thing is. Comfort is at an all-time low. 158. Wait, what's the best?
One of the largest terrestrial carnivores. They certainly named it well.
Oh, this poor Brachiosaurus. Actually, what's its fighting? 77. Its defense is decent. Oh no. Here comes this thing. This is actually a cool dinosaur. This thing's like brand new. I think the last movie is in. This thing's huge. We don't have a T-Rex in this fight. They're just walking past each other. They're bros. Oh, we have another one down. Spinoraptor. I think that was the third and final Spinoraptor, so they didn't last long. There's another one over there actually still. Where was our... Okay, our Indominus Rex is over there. Where was our... Okay, this guy's already escaping. Okay, there he goes. Okay, see you later, Indoraptor. And let's just cause absolute chaos. Where is our nearest emergency shelter? Let's let all the people out for our Indoraptor to hunt. It's just so mean to me, I'm sorry. Okay, these guys are not happy. Spinosaurus or Spinoraptor. They're kind of hanging out together. Nothing's fought yet. Oh, wait. Oh no. Oh, we missed that fight. I don't want to miss the other one though. Let's see this thing. Yeah, it is not happy over here. We got a fight over here. Indominus Rex versus the new big kahuna here. Let's see who's gonna win this. Who's winning this? Indominus Rex probably, right? It's like the ultimate predator. Yeah, definitely won that fight. Health is a little bit low. Let's see. Attack is 174. See, that's insane. It's probably gonna end up taking this thing down. Yep, it's turnaround. Oh no. Oh no, it's gonna leave it alone. Brachiosaurus might even win. I mean, it's just last that survives. It's all that we're trying to do here. Okay, there goes the Spinoraptor. They fixed up the fence, which is good. Oh no. This thing's loose. That's not good. So they all just literally escaped. Indoraptor. Okay, let's actually capture them. I'm gonna tranquilize them and get them back into captivity here. Where are these? Let's get him. We also need to tranquilize that and all those guys. So let's quickly get them tranquilized and then we can get them back into here. We have a fight going down here. Indominus Rex is trying to take this thing out. Our poor Brachiosaurus. They have morphed into one dinosaur. Yeah, there we go. This is probably going to be it for him. Won't last very long. Okay. Spinoraptor, have we tranquilized anything? We've done this one, so let's get them back. Yeah, they're still trying to break all this stuff. Indoraptor's ready to come back. There might be another one somewhere too. Yeah, I think that's all of them. There we go. That is all of them. And in fact, while they're doing that, let's replace this with a level 6 invisible fence. Of course, it'll let all of them out. But that is fine for now. Yeah, we can get that kind of fixed and built up. Okay, there we go. Okay, where is our nearest response helicopter? So let's take them out. Hopefully they can get that fence built up pretty quick. In fact, let's just try and tranquilize everything here. Yeah, by the time they all get lowered to the ground, I think that fence should be ready to go. Maybe. They were slowly working on it. Okay, here it comes. Almost ready to go. Okay, we got that thing tranquilized now. Okay, that should be good. I think that should be all that we need, and now I don't think they can escape now. The best fence is no fence, apparently. Just needs to be able to electrocute them. Yeah, I don't really know where the rest of these dinosaurs are. And to make these guys even a little bit more mad, let's get rid of their food sources so they have to fight each other for survival. Oh, we got a power issue over here. Oh, see, that took all of our power, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we're maxed out. Okay, let's get another one of these. Maybe even just... I mean, right there might be fine. Where could we fit one? Where could we fit one? I mean, I don't really need power for this one right now anyway, so let's just get power here. Are they finally going to take this thing out? This Brachiosaurus hasn't even been touched. I have a feeling that's not going to last forever. Yeah, they might take him out here. Never mind. Hunt in progress. This one has started hunting the Brachiosaurus, I think. Yeah, I think it's gonna attack it. Oh, I think we got a fight here. We got a fight on our hands. Oh, the claws. Oh! It literally just... Did it kill it? I think it did. Oh my gosh. Okay, Indominus Rex just destroyed the Giganotaurus and it's eating it. Okay. This guy... Okay, let's actually just get rid of this. Just so they don't tranquilize them. Well, that's insane. Just absolutely destroyed that thing. This poor Brachiosaurus is still hanging out over here. That's crazy. Anything else? Indoraptor. These guys might actually fight. So we got... wait, what? I think there's a fight. Wait, did it say it was gonna attack it? I don't even know if it can kill it. Let's just get a drink of water. Yeah, there we go. Indoraptor, Spinosaurus, or Spinoraptor. Here's another one for the books. I vote Indoraptor. Actually the same size, which is kind of crazy. World's lamest fight. They're dancing. They're dancing around each other. Waiting for the first move. Okay, nothing's really, yeah, off he goes into the bush. Okay, so they're probably gonna end up attacking this guy pretty soon, I would imagine. These guys might end up fighting. Yeah, we got another fight here. I don't think this thing's gonna last very long. Now the Indominus Rex is crazy. Yeah, there goes another one. How many kills does that thing have? Let's check on it. It has... Oh, let's check this out. Okay, we got hunt kills, combat kills. So 2, 3 fights, 1. Okay, so I think that's our current winner right now. And it also killed this one, other one over here. Oh, we have power issues. We have big power issues. Where's the one that's broken? Oh my gosh. Get this one here. Quickly. Quickly, quickly, quickly. Connect the pylon. Fix the play for the entire park. Okay, of course all of them got out. Ugh. Now they're going to run absolute amok. These poor people are about to die. Oh no, run! Run! Okay, we took them out just by trampling them. Oh yeah, he didn't survive. Yep, he's cooked. Oh no. Oh man. Okay, he's gonna run and take out some other things. What else we got over here? Oh, this guy's about to attack some people. Oh, got him. He didn't last very long. This game's kind of brutal, honestly. I still don't know. Are they gonna end up fighting here? It's trying to kill it. It just like won't attack. Or whatever. Oh, there we go. It's biting its tail. Now it's trying. Okay, a little bit of damage there. It's trying. It's trying to kill it. It's kind of hard to though. And then their health just kind of comes back up. Things are absolute mayhem here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm just going to end the video there. We're just basically going to end with the entire park just being blown to smithereens. Like this Spinosaurus is running amok, doing some crazy things. Again, if you guys want more of these videos, get this one to 1,000 likes to lock the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.